see if anybody shows up. Oh, hey, Ems. Hey, Ems. I wanted to show you. If you want some more of these, so you never run out, get some more. Actually, there's another one too I have upstairs. Hey, Jen. I figured I'd go on later because I figured people would be sleeping in. Hey guys. Hi, Gingerlocks, Karshan, Sweet Wheat, Jim B. If I didn't say hi to you, I don't remember. God, I can't remember what I do from one thing to the other, one day to the other. So, anyways, Ams, if you want to still want to do that trade off. Hi, Kathy. How are you? I'm keeping zip today. Every time I open my mouth, I get into trouble. So, zip, period. Every time I say something, I get myself into trouble. Jeez. I make someone mad. Let me just say, I washed mine in the washer now about 6 times, and they're holding up perfectly. They're very well made. You did great. Thanks. But I'm just saying, like, if you want any more, get a bunch. I like they're really easy to make. There's something they're mindless things to do in the afternoon. Like if I feel like crocheting, I do those because a lot of people seem to like them. Yeah, and Gingerlock's mom, here's the thing. I learned it all on I learned everything that I've crocheted so far, I've learned on YouTube. So YouTube does serve a purpose sometimes. I'm so glad. You'll have to do that video where you do your floor with the regular Swifter pads and then do them with mine because I'm really curious because I don't have wood floors here. My next house will have wood floors. This one doesn't. Um, yeah. But my daughter-in-law, wait a minute. My daughter-in-law, or not my daughter-in-law, my stepdaughter just put down wood floors. I should tell her that, how well they work, because I don't think she uses a Swifter. I think she uses one of those steamers. I would like that. I really would. So I was in a total different community last night. Well, I popped into Laura's every once in a while, but I was in a totally different community last night. It's called the Prepper community. Hi, Mandy. Mandy. Hi, sweetie. Mandy's just a sweetheart. Um, Tell her to wring it out well, really well first, so there's not too much water on it. That's the trick. Okay. Well, I'm glad it works for you. Like, I'm really glad it works for you. I can't remember how many I sent you, a couple, I think. So I do my floor, but I spot wash my floors with them and they work fine. I wouldn't go back to the Swifter pads ever again. But, you know, that's whatever. I mean, some people like the Swifters, some people don't. My daughter likes them. Like she uses her Swifter all the time. I will never go back. Once you've used it, you'll never go back. Yeah, they work. Hi, Edna. Guten Tag. Sorry I missed everyone yesterday. Much love to you all. Jim, or Ems, do you put cleaner on them? They leave a film on my floor, so I don't like the store-bought Swifters. Yeah. The thing with these is they really fit on the Swifters good. You don't have to worry about tucking in the corners and stuff. And I just like them. I just like using them. Um, they say with yarn that you should wash it in just with fabric softener. I don't know. I've never had a problem washing them with just regular soap. So, but some people say that you should. Some of the tutorials that I follow say don't wash it with anything other than fabric softener. But we have. I usually, well, with my dishcloths and my hot pads, I lay out. I lay them out to dry. But I fill my sink with some Mr. Clean and hot water. Then I soak the pad in the water, wring it out really well, then put it on my Swifter and mop. Well, that seems easy enough, you know. Household tips with M's. In collaboration with Carlos Crochet. I'm still laying in bed. Ginger Lock's mom, till a few minutes ago, I was too. I just like, I've been lazy, like just staying in bed and thinking. Anyways, I was telling you guys, I was in a whole, look at my, it's just awful today, but I was in a whole different community last night. It's the prepping community, and they said they predicted this would happen. So, um, this whole thing, and that's why they're all prepared. They do canned goods and stuff, and um, they've all been prepared for this like apocalypse or whatever they want to call it, this pandemic for a long time. Yeah, they would probably shrink in the dryer. What else can you crochet, Carla? I do hot pads, I do dishcloths, I do hats, scarves, blankets, market bags. Um, what else do I do? What else do I do? What else have I done? Oh, I've done the fingerless gloves. I've done, my daughter loved that was for my daughter because she loves the fingerless gloves and she wanted them up to her elbows. So I did a bunch for her. Um, what else have I done? I'm trying to think now. I can't think. I've done so many things, but I did a lot of blankets. At first, it was just blankets I did. Now I do like, yeah, I do the towels. I think I gave a couple towels to do the hand towel things, that you um, just put over the stove, like the thing. So I've done those. They're not all crocheted. I mean, I get a towel and I just crochet the topper for it, and then you just tie it onto your stove. What else have I done? I'm trying to think. I've done so much. I got a whole trunk upstairs full of stuff that I've done. Oh, I've done Christmas stockings for all the kids. Um, ornaments for my tree. Baby booties, baby bonnets, lap blankets. I love my towels you sent me. I have them in my bathroom. Yeah, that one, those ones were pretty fancy. The ones I sent you. Um, those look like they have grab to them, so they really clean. And I don't like regular Swifters. I feel like they just spread the dirt around. Um, well, see, they're like they've got ridges in them. So yeah, they clean my floors pretty good. So you know, and they're reusable, so you don't have to run to the store and get the Swifters. I never liked the Swifter pads. The towels themselves are nice quality. Yeah, I just thought I'd send you a little extra. Ginger Lock's mom knows that. I sent her a little extra too. It's very possible, Kathy Bradley. They believe a guy at his work with his older child is sick. Symptoms sound like corona. Wow. Is that your husband's work, Ginger Locks mom? They've only had 6 cases in Pittsburgh, so hopefully, knock on wood, we're okay. Sorry, guys. I don't have these settings right on my. So, because this guy's daughter may have been exposed, that exposes everybody who works with him. Hi, Jason. How's my buddy? Yeah, Pittsburgh. Yeah, I actually Googled it yesterday to see how many cases there were in Pittsburgh, and they said 6. Went from 2 to 6. Yeah, me too. So, yeah. Jeez, I don't like my. Ugh. I should maybe turn my computer over on this way. Maybe I'll get better light. I don't know. Ginger Locks, if you need to isolate yourself from your husband, come to my house and stay in the guest room. Okay? I'll send my husband to your house and we'll drink lots of wine and eat badly. That's what I plan on doing today. I'm going to eat very badly today. Actually, I've been eating badly. What did Jason say? Wait a minute. I had an ex from Schittsburg. Schittsburg? Call my town Schittsburg, you doofus. Was she that bad that you call it Schittsburg? Wow. How how is she doing, Ginger Locks mom? Yeah, has she got the symptom? I mean, is she sick from it? I I think I saw a little bit of your live yesterday where she was on. Has she got like the full-blown symptoms? Oh, yeah. If my husband has been exposed, that means me and my kids have been exposed. Oh my goodness. That sucks, eh? That's the thing is like I'm saying this to myself, like I'm thinking to myself, like when I go get the mail from the mailbox, am I being exposed? Is the guy like, oh God, is the guy, that's delivering the mail, has he been exposed to it? Has the person, that you or that's handling the food in the supermarket been exposed to it? You just never know. I mean, you can't be 100% sure. My stupid husband went to the casino yesterday, idiot. Love the man to death, but Lord help us, Jen. I thought they closed all casinos and stuff. Well, they have here. Like that, this whole city has been on lockdown, actually. Miss Murder is a very kind person. I hope she gets better. How much did he win? Jen, I hope he won a lot of money. Yeah. Jen, I had an event at a casino the other day, then the casino closed the next day. Yeah, I think the casinos are closed here, but we don't go that often. So I know the bars are, most of the restaurants are, except that they're letting like 20 or 50. I can't remember how many people in at a time. Hey, say Robbie. Imagine seeing you in here. I don't think you've ever been on my stream. Welcome, welcome. How are you? I saw your video this morning. I watched it. Um, Ginger Locks, if you need anything, let me know. Truly. Yeah, that goes for me too. Ginger Locks mom, if you need me to crochet you anything, I'm the girl for you. You know that. Jason says my the highlight of my day is Mrs. Carla. Jason. The highlight of my day is watching Jason eat horseradish and chase it down with hot sauce. You guys got to see that one video he made. He just is eating all this rancid stuff. I don't know how he does it. I was in such a bad mood that day, and I went to his channel and I watched it. I was laughing my head off. Jason. Plus, I love his name because my son's name is Jason. So I already have a soft spot for him. Kathy says, as far as I know, everything is closed here. I'm just hoping we do not get mandatory lockdown. Save Robbie says, same here, but they still have us driving empty buses all over filthy downtown Denver. Ow. Hey, Robbie, do they make you like wear rubber gloves or whatever? I noticed in the grocery store, like as soon as you use your bank card, as soon as you pay, they wipe down the whole surface. They wipe down the bank machine. They wipe down everything. They take off their rubber gloves. They put more rubber gloves on, at least in our grocery store. Jen has a compromised immune system, so while the hubby may be healthy and be able to fight this virus off, there's no way I would survive. Well, then slap him upside his head for going to the casino. I'm sorry. Hi, Mary. How are you? They haven't suspended buses in Philly yet. Save Robbie says no, but I've been wearing gloves and telling people to step back. Yeah, kind of hard to do though when you're in a bus. It's really weird when you go outside. Like I live pretty close to a school, okay, and I'm used to hearing the school buses in the morning and stuff. And now it's like you go outside, there's hardly any cars. It's really quiet because I used to, I'm so close to the school that at recess time, like I'm about 2 blocks away from the school, but at recess time you could hear the kids outside, playing, and you don't hear anything. It's just so eerily quiet. Hi, Gail. My husband got laid off. He's a bus mechanic. Oh, and you got to think about all the people that are losing their jobs, like the school bus drivers and daycare workers. Yeah. Kathy says, that's crazy, Robbie. Makes no sense to me. Be safe. Yeah, absolutely. You pay. No, but I could hear them at recess. You could hear them. I mean, that's how close the school is to us. And we used to see the buses go by every day and stuff. Trust me. Hi, Carrie. How are you doing, Carrie? Carrie's coming up on my panel. She's from Scotland. She's going to talk because I like listening to Scottish accents. Parents are texting my kids to babysit, and I'm like, hell no. Parents are texting my kids. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't blame you. I mean, it's just like a dire situation. Only a drive-through breakfast sandwich for you, Miss. I know, and I'm craving one this morning, and I don't have one. My sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin. I love them. I do. I love them. I wouldn't even babysit kids without a virus. Robbie. Robbie's anti-kid. I miss my grandkids. I really do. And we can't be around them either because my husband goes to work every day. So, yeah, Ems, my doctor is a phenomenal job in keeping in contact with me, making sure I'm okay. I'm blessed to have an amazing staff of doctors and nurses who take care of me. Thank God for them, Jen. Yes, thank God for them. Heidi, I want to say thank you for sticking up for me last night. I hope you don't get a lot of hate for that, because you really didn't have to. Because I don't want you to like get any flack because you stuck up for me. I don't need people sticking up for me, but God bless you for doing it. I know your heart is in the right place. If anybody's listening, if anybody hate watchers are listening, please don't give Heidi any hate because she stuck up for me last night. She's just a friend and a good friend at that. And was sticking up for me, and she didn't need to, so I don't want her getting any hate. Hey, Leanne, how are you? Nice to see you. I never really thought about that. Kids, I bump heads because kids and I bump heads because I act like a child myself. Yeah, I saw that video you did of the butt gargle. That was hilarious. Hi, Diana. How are you? Sharing you out, Carla and friends, and thumbs up. Thank you. I think I already have thumbs down. I think I have thumbs down before I even start. Yeah, I do. I have thumbs down before I start in the morning, so I'm used to it. My doctor saved my life. I was in an accident at work and I got injured by a patient, broke my ribs, and separated them from the sternum. And I had a bunch of neuro problems. Come to find out, I needed emergency. Wow, Jen. Holy cow. I needed emergency brain surgery. If I didn't have that surgery ASAP, I wouldn't be here today. I'm so blessed. God saved me. Life is precious. Wow, Jen. Wow, wow, wow. That's quite a story. You should write a book. I'm serious. Like all these stories I'm hearing from people like on YouTube about, close calls and things they've been through in their lives. Honestly, how is your town, Carl? Is everything closed down like it is here? It pretty much is here, except for grocery stores and what do you call it? Grocery stores, a few restaurants, gas stations. There's a few restaurants that are open. McDonald's is open. There's only been 6 cases in all of Pittsburgh, so we're not like really badly off. Bad enough. It's one case is too many. So I went to the gym last night, and normally it is always filled up, but last night it was a ghost town. I was one of the few there. No old people, like normal was there. I think they're closing all the gyms here, so there's not going to be any gyms open here. I will once my case is done with court system. I worked in health care, and a lot of people don't realize how much healthcare providers are put through physically and mentally. I believe it. Pittsburgh is a great city. I like it here. Although, when my husband's done work, we're going to move up north, closer to New York. Hi, Monica. Good morning. Good morning. We just had a 5.7 earthquake here in Utah. We are okay, 30 miles from epicenter. Oh my goodness, Monica. God, it never rains, it pours. Wow. I was lucky enough to get 2 things of paper towels and toilet paper. Well, my husband had gone to Sam's Club just before the whole panic button was, and he got a big thing of paper towels. He got a big thing of, as we always do this, a big thing of paper towels, a big thing of toilet paper, and a big thing of, because as you can see, every morning I blow my nose about 50 times, and a big thing of Kleenex. So I think we're set as far as that is concerned. Carrie, when are you coming up on my panel? Today or tomorrow? It's up to you. Whenever you want to, honey. Carrie's going to be my guest because she's Scottish and I love Scottish accents. Just asking. My grandmother lived in the Great Depression. I'm doing a video on the stories of my grandmother told me on the Great Depression, doing it in a little bit. I think there are lessons learned. Yeah, if anybody wants to post Diana's channel, she has a very positive channel. She tells some pretty great stories. It's from Grandma's Porch. She's amazing. She's 62 years old, jogs 5 miles every day. Uh, Hi to all our friends, and thanks, Carla, for bringing us all together. Oh, I'm glad you guys are here. I know it's not a big channel. It's a little itsy bitsy teeny weeny channel, but I love you guys. Thank you, my friend Carla. No problem, Diana. I try to catch you. I try to catch you live, but YouTube is not good for like giving me my notifications lately. Has your husband been diagnosed, Gingerlock's mom? Carrie's asking Gingerlock's mom if her husband has been diagnosed. Kim Hackett says, everyone have a nice day. Okay, Kim, thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. What's your favorite channel? Jason? Jason, what's your favorite channel? It's my real hero. Oh, Jason. Jason cracks me up. His channel is so funny. I don't know why anybody would eat horseradish and wash it down with hot sauce, but Jason did for the hell of it. Tried gluten-free penne last night. It was really good. Yeah, they're making some of that gluten-free stuff isn't bad. I've had some stuff that's like really gross, but I've had some, excuse me. I've had some stuff that's really, pretty good. So, excuse me. Has anyone thought about signing up for those meals that get delivered to your home? Do you think that's a good idea to combat having to go to the grocery store? Um, I think if you're high risk, probably, but I mean, then again, you're still having strangers handle your food. So I don't know. I think it's just safer to just make your own meals. I'm going to learn how to go live with you this week. No, it's really easy, Jason. It's very easy. Oh, yeah, I'll walk you through it. I'll have you up on my panel and we'll go through it again. I taught a few people how to go live. Gluten-free bread makes me really depressed, but gluten hates me. Um, but it's not as bad. Like I think they're making it so that it tastes a lot better now. Like it's not as bad as it was. I think my daughter-in-law makes these gluten-free because they're celiac, and she makes these gluten-free cupcakes, chocolate cupcakes that are the bomb. They're so good. I will be going back. Wait. I will be going back live daily streams consistently every day here pretty soon, as soon as my college homework slows down. Cool, Diana. I'll be there. I wish gluten-free bread tastes better. Yeah, me too. I don't eat a lot of bread, but when I do, I have to admit I like regular bread. Carrie says we'll be thinking of you all, Gingerlock's mom, and we'll keep everything crossed. Jen, did you answer me about coming up or not? I love Save Robbie. Anytime I'm depressed, I need a laugh. His channel is the first channel I go watch to help me smile. Thank you for what you do, Save Robbie. Yeah, he does some pretty off the wall things. I'm just praying that this guy, John's daughter, does not have corona because then we are all exposed. Is she going to be tested? Gingerlock's mom? I had to stop myself from calling you your real name. I almost called you that. Tomorrow, as I look a mess with painters at the house. Okay, Carrie. Carrie's going to be up on my panel tomorrow. Yay! Does Mrs. Carla have an email? Yes, she does, and it's in my about section, Jason. Yes, she does. I've seen everything that Save Robbie has been through, and it gives me strength to keep pushing forward. Save Robbie, my son is in like just went through rehab. Um, he went into rehab in December, and he just went, just finished rehab. He's going into sober living. Right now, he's helping my daughter out. He's babysitting because the children are out of school there until September. He is helping them with their kids right now, but he's completely clean and sober, and I'm so proud of him. I'm proud of anybody that can, and overcome that kind of obstacle in their life. Meth, almost, that's what my son was addicted to crystal meth. Meth almost destroyed every relationship that's important to me. Humor healed us. Carla, that's awesome. God is amazing. Yes. And he's really gotten into the whole, because he wasn't religious before he went into rehab, but he like quotes the Bible to me, and which I'm so happy about him. He's gained about, he was like gaunt and very skinny and very unhealthy before. And now he's gained about 15 pounds, looks healthy, looks about 10 years younger. I mean, that crystal meth is, I had no idea what it was all about, but God is the only reason I have hope in anything. Yeah, he's like, he actually, because when he was in that, when he was in rehab, he couldn't phone me except on Saturdays. I see him once a week. Um, I was really worried about it, but now I see that he really is like, um, very determined to stay the way he is for his son. Um, hey, Save, nice to meet you. Jason says, and Save Robbie said, same. Um, Crystal meth is a bear trap from the devil himself. Yeah. Oh, it almost killed. I honestly believe that we were going to get a call that they had found my son in an alley somewhere. I honestly did. I think what happened when we stopped giving him money, we kind of cut him off. We had to. We were enabling him over and over and over again. And it just, Delta, Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have? Every time she comes in here, I sing that song. Every time I see her name, I want to sing that song. Tough love. Yeah, we had to. I tell you, I cried many tears, many, many tears when I had to say no to him. The worst thing was saying no to him. Like, I'm glad my husband was around because he's the one that said we can't give him any sorry, we can't give him any money because you know what he's going to do with it. And in my heart, I knew what he was going to do with it. But it's so hard to say no to your child. It would have killed him. Thankful you saved him. Yeah, but it was hard. I'm glad I had my husband there to like stop me. Robbie, I don't talk much about my story because of the legal battles I'm in, but once it's all over with, I will be more vocal. Just thank you. You've helped me during some really tough times. Ah, Jen, I think every creator like appreciates hearing that, appreciates hearing that they've helped someone, even if it's just one person through any kind of a struggle. I think that's the ultimate, you know, compliment. Like if you've come on here and you've helped one person, I mean, or made their day. Yeah, I am too. I'm so proud of him. Like he I guess when he went through withdrawal, it was kind of really like one of the hardest things he told me that he's ever gone through in his entire life. and he had to do it on his own. I don't think I could have watched, him go through that. We are here to help each other. Exactly, Jason. Yeah, and that makes me feel worthwhile here. And I hope once you can talk more about it, you'll grow more strong and help others. Exactly. And that's the thing is, through your struggles, you're helping other people with their struggles. So if you can, meth turns you into the worst possible. Oh my God. Some of the things that he said to me, ugh, like one of the steps he went through was to make amends to everybody. And he was like, hi, Diego. I hope I said that right. You're from Brazil? Well, welcome. Now I'm crying like a little baby. Nobody judge. Aw, Jen. Heart. Meth doesn't even make you feel human. It's demonic. Oh my God. Some of the things he said to me, Robbie, oh, like, like he said stuff like, I hope you suffer for the rest of your life. I hate you. You were never a good mother. I despise you. It was just really hurtful, hateful things. I'm never talking to you again. Like that's when we cut him off from the money. That was the kind of stuff we got. And he would write paragraphs. Like he had me on Facebook. He would write paragraphs of things, and like half of the things didn't even make sense. So he just type it up in like a manic state, and it was just horrible. I had to ignore it, and that was really hard for me. It wasn't him. I know it was. I know it was, but it was still. It was really hurtful things. And even when I talked to him on the phone and would have to tell him, no, we're not sending you any money. You need to get help. He would just be like, you're a horrible mother. You never were a good mother. You never loved me. And God, it was horrible. But we're past that. So, and I know I couldn't function in public on meth. Well, he didn't either. Like at the end there, he would like he got caught doing drugs at work, lost his job. His ex would not let him see his son. Like he was actually, and he just laid around the house all day doing nothing, nothing. Like it was just like ugh. My daughter, because I only have two children, like biological children, and they were very close. They were only 14 months apart. She didn't even want to have anything to do with them. It wires your brain to think about nothing but the meth. You eventually push everyone away and do things you'd never do. Exactly. I've only dealt with one addict before, and I was a horrible enabler. I'd always give her money when she'd ask. I had to learn to say no. Exactly. And it's hard. That was the hardest part of the whole thing. I kind of turned a blind eye to it and did not want to believe because I believed, hi, Christy. Um, I kind of wanted to believe that everything he told me, and I kind of like turned, like, had blinders on and didn't see the forest for the trees, or didn't want to. Jojo, hello. Yes, he is. I know your story, Jojo. There's hope for everybody. I mean, that's my thing is there's hope for everybody. So, um, just reading comments, guys. But yeah, hi, Derry. Stopping by to say hello. Well, hello. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. Hi, Brighter Days. Good morning. That's a nice name. I like that name, Brighter Days. That's an awesome name. I really do like that name. So tell me a little bit about your channel. Is it about brighter days? Save Robbie. She was really good at pulling. Oh, I know. My son was too. Like it was always something that he needed money for. And I think in one of my videos, I tell the story about when we sent him money for his son's birthday, and he ended up spending it on drugs. And then went to the dollar store and bought him a few like really cheap toys. And his son was so happy with those few cheap little toys because his daddy had got it for him. It broke my heart that the money we sent for my grandson went towards getting drugs. It just broke my heart. And I didn't find out about all this stuff until after my daughter told me. So, yeah, it broke my heart for my grandson because he adores his dad. So, but he eventually had to lose everything. So, um, Kathy said, Jason, hello. What does that emoji mean? I am new to the emojis. What kind of emoji do you put up? God knows with Jason. It looks like it looks like the things are like puking. Um, I know you brighter days. Wink, wink. Okay. So it's someone we all know. I take it. Save Robbie says it happens, Ems, but an addict makes their own choices regardless. And even if you wouldn't have given the money, they would have found a way to get their substance. Yeah, my husband was like going dumpster diving. He was selling stuff out of the dumpster. Like it got really bad for him. It really did. He absolutely hit rock bottom. Day 7 of self-isolation. We feel fine. Maybe we'll be able to escape our exposure, or maybe we are carriers with no symptoms. So Clancy, do you have to be tested after this? Um, I will speed it up or speed it out, Jason says. Jason, thanks. I agree. Gluten is not my friend. My brother, Delta says, my brother was a heroin addict. Our family had no clue until he lost his life. Oh, I'm so sorry, Delta. I'm so, so sorry. That's what I was worried about my son. I was so worried that, sorry, guys, like, I don't know. I was worried about my son. I get in the call saying, wow, they found him. He would show up at our house in the middle of the night and ask to talk to me on the porch. Always made me feel sad because she'd say she hadn't eaten in days, etc. I always gave money. Yeah, took me years to finally learn. Yeah, it took us. It took me years too. I've been giving him money for a long time. To anyone who has dealt with addiction or has a family member or friend who is an addict, my thoughts and prayers are with you all. Bless your heart. Yeah, it's really a hard. I made a video about it. It's like people think it's like hi Kimberly. I worry every day about my son. He's a meth addict. Oh, Kimberly, my heart seriously goes out to you. I was addicted to Oxycontin for years before I had kids, been sober for years now after cold turkey detox. You couldn't pay me to touch that crap ever again. I'm glad you're off of it. I'm going to get myself another coffee. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. Had to get my coffee. My coffee got cold, so I had to make myself another cup. Maybe I should. Maybe I should start rationing myself on coffee. Well, I'm sorry I missed some of this. I won't share my story, but I've been there. Jojo, you've been through a lot. I know that. My first granddaughter was born on his death date 1 year later. It's a weird emotion to celebrate and mourn. Oh, Delta, I'm so sorry. That's gotta be horrible. My husband has never tried anything, not even a cigarette. Wow. I have to admit, I was a cigarette smoker. I was. Keyword was. I'm not anymore. I'm working at the moment, Carla, but I'm here listening, sending my continued prayers for you all. My sister is a recovered addict, and my ex brother-in-law, I was the only one that helped her. Wow. And here's the double-edged sword when you're close to an addict is you don't want to see them suffer. But on the other hand, when you're helping them by, i.e., giving them money, you're really hurting them. But you don't feel like you're hurting them. You feel like you're helping them because you don't want to see them suffer. And towards the end, when I absolutely knew that he had been lying to us, and you know, I had to pee, but no. I hope you washed your hands. I hope you washed your hands and hand sanitized your hands and everything. Jason, good morning and very nice to meet you. I'm normally chatting away in here, but the subject has literally ripped through my family. And this is something I really needed to listen to. Oh, and that's the thing is that a lot of people share this experience about addiction. And a lot of people here, and I was going to say this before, but I didn't see it. But a lot of people think, well, they're an addict, so they brought this on themselves. Some people just have that kind of a personality where, like um, when my son was in rehab, they diagnosed him with ADHD and said that for him, when he takes a drug, it's like he's allergic. He can't stop. It's like if he it's like he's allergic to drugs. If he takes them, he can't stop. He's just going to, I put that through his head. Like if you start, you're not going to stop. You're just going to, hey, Shady Booty, I'm sorry. Did I miss you coming in? I lost my brother to an overdose in December. I lost my brother to an overdose in December of 2017. It was hard. I still think of him all the time. And if he was sober, he would still possibly be here. He was 42. Rest in peace, Drew. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know it's hard to lose a sibling. I can't imagine losing a child. Opiates are no joke. My brother was struggling with depression since he was a young tween. Wow. Rest in peace. My heart goes out to you, sending prayers. Yeah, I'm sorry the subject is so depressing, but I think it needs to be talked about, like really, you know, honestly, before my son, I really didn't understand about addiction and how it affects like the whole family. It affects your friends. It affects your family. It just affects everybody in your life. And it's just terrible. It's a terrible thing to live through. Like I said, he said some awfully terrible things to me. Awfully, awfully, awfully mean things. Important topic. Sorry, dropped my phone. Yes, it is an important topic. I can't run away from it anymore. And if anybody, wants to talk about how it feels to be like the mother, here's the thing. I actually talked to other mothers of addicted children, and my story. I felt my story was mild compared to some of their stories, like where their children ended up. So no problem. It's life. It's terrible pain we all can share and heal, possibly from being more open about such taboo subjects. Yeah, and there's another thing I wanted to say about that too. Is like a lot of people think, oh well, they're an addict, so they brought this on themselves. We don't know the circumstances of any one person. There's depression. There's economic situation. There's a lot of reasons people want to escape through drugs. So sorry, Shady Booty. I truly feel for you. I know the feeling all too well. Rest in peace, Sean. 3/2/2016. I'm sorry, Delta. Sending you my prayers. I've only said anything really mean to my parents once, and I remember it like yesterday. I told my dad to fuck off when I was about 14. Hurt him so bad. Never did it again. I stuck my tongue out at my mom once. Never did it again. She slapped me. I thought she would let it go because she had a bunch of people in the house. She said something to me I didn't like, so I stuck my tongue out at her. She slapped me. I thought she ain't gonna slap me in front of these people. Oh, was I wrong? She slapped me good and hard across the face. Well, I'll be child abuse now, but I just thought I was a smart ass. I went, and she was like, whack. Never did it again. I'll tell you that. Never, never, never did it again. Sean, love the Chicago Cubs. We are Illinois peeps as well. Illinois, did I say that right? Illinois peeps. Well, all have been affected by addiction, whether we realize it or not. Yeah, whether it's a friend, a family member, a cousin, an aunt, an uncle, a father. My dad was an alcoholic. He was a functioning alcoholic, if that makes any sense to you. Like he went to work every day, but when he got home, he was drunk, a drunk. He was a happy drunk with other people. He wasn't happy with us. I got bold. I was a wild one as a teen and called my mom a bitch. She took my glasses off and smacked the taste out of my mouth. Never did it again. I know. Carla, we only isolate unless we get very sick. No tests are given here to non-symptomatic people, even when known to have been exposed, unless you're a celebrity, of course. Wow. I took up gambling to numb the pain, hoping the shutdown will help me back away from machines. I took up YouTube to escape pain. Uh, you guys can relate to that. My husband does not understand the whole YouTube thing. Trust me. He's like, what? You don't even watch TV anymore. You have the TV on, sound off, and all you do is watch YouTube. Like, um, what the hell do you watch on YouTube all day long? I don't know. Drama, people, whatever, whatever's going on, I watch. Anybody want to come up on panels? Anybody want to talk to me? Anybody? Anybody have something to say? Want to talk about something, about anything? We can have a panel day. So did I, Carla, at first. Now I do socialize with all the great people I have met and grown to care about. Yeah, me too, Derry. Like I've met such really, that's what I said the other day. I said, I have met such great people on here. So if anybody wants to come up and have a little panel day with me and talk to me, you're welcome up. I'd come on panel, but not today. Good to know I can though. I feel special to even get an ask. Sure. Anybody, Ashley. Tomorrow you have to teach me how to So these women can go crazy. I'm kidding. Jason. Everyone should keep in mind most people who are positive for the virus will have mild sickness or no symptoms. Very sneaky virus. That's what I said. That's what I've been saying. Like, um, it's not an automatic death sentence. I think the people that need to worry the most are the ones with compromised immune systems. Oh, sorry, guys. Um, Carla, I love your hoodie. Yeah, it's old. I forgot I had it. It was sitting on the back of my door. That's comfortable. Oh, will you? Okay. Oh, anybody else? Can have a chit chat. Okay. I heard that if you have more than anybody else want to come up. Carla, are you on Hangouts? I have a pattern link from raverly.com. I have a question about I don't have my mom to ask anymore. Okay. Yeah, I am actually Derry D. My email is in my about section. I've been a listener for so long. Panels frighten me. Delta. It's nothing. It's just like talking. You have like an audience. I'm trying to get through this whole live today without pissing anybody off. So, if I piss anybody off, I apologize. I don't want a live made about me today. Um, yeah. So there's that. Because I managed to piss people off yesterday. Um, yeah. But I didn't think I would, but I did. Everyone needs to worry that you can't tell who has the virus. Protect yourself and your loved ones. Stay home, wash your hands, don't touch your face. And that's good advice, except my husband goes out to work every day, so he could bring it home. I thought she'd stay sleeping a little longer. Oh, shoot, my daughter just woke up. Never mind, can't now. Oh, okay, Ams, that's all right. Anybody else? Anybody else want to come up and talk to me? And for the love of God, don't pick your nose. I blow my nose, okay? I don't pick my nose. And I scratch my nose. Actually, the other day, I think I might have accidentally stuck my finger up my nose, but I didn't mean to. I was going to scratch it and went into my nostril. Just more clean to go. So yeah, sorry. Well, you know, it's not the end of the world. I'm on every morning, so and I pick my show. You crack me up. Yeah, you can. I don't think it shows. Hi, man. Hi, man. Hello. Um. Oh, I get like a bazillion notifications. Like I have subbed to so many channels lately that I get a gazillion notifications. Like when I open up my laptop in the morning, it goes because it's all the notifications from all the people because I know I sub to people from all over the world. So, they go on and make videos like at all hours of the night and day. So anybody else want to come up? Anybody? Anybody? What does it sound like? It's just like annoying. Can't you guys hear it? Can't you guys hear it? I don't know if you hear it or not. Maybe I just hear it. But you can't pick your friend's nose and butt. Remember that saying? You can pick your nose, you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your friends, nose and butt, or something like that. Nothing really, Robbie, just coming up and chit-chatting. I never have a topic. We can talk about what we have been talking about addiction. Um, really nothing major. I'd love to, but I can't. Someone go up for Sweet Carla. I mean, it's up to you if someone wants to. I mean, that's what we've been talking about today has been addiction. I know a lot of people have been affected by it, and I don't think I really can't. I've never been addicted to anything. Okay, I've never been, except for cigarettes. I was addicted to cigarettes. That's an addiction. Hello, men. It's something my parents used to say. Um, uh, Robbie, that would be great someday. You could give us all a lot of great tips of in insight. Yeah, actually, from I would like to hear from like um like I was so heartbroken with my son. I'm telling you, I if you go back and look at some of my videos about when I first realized how serious his addiction was. I mean, I put it all out there. It was raw. They were all partying and hanging out like the corona is a beer and not reality. Shaking my head. Oh, is that the St. Patrick's Day revelers? Yeah, no. I saw that. That was yeah. Um, and that's probably why there'll be more cases, but who knows? I can give you some help on that. Don't want to degrade myself though. Jason, are you coming up on my panel? Oh my God, Robbie. It's my first time catching you live, so I got to celebrate. Oh, thank you so much. I so appreciate that. Oh, Robbie. Thank you. I'm so humble. I'm so embarrassed when I get a super chat. I really am. Oh, Robbie, that was so sweet of you. Thank you. That that just made my day. Thank you. I keep forgetting about it. I keep forgetting about that I have it. I hope that people not taking this serious don't end up dead from it. Yeah. Or infect someone that ends up dead. That would be like, and says, come in. I hope people come in. That's a great one too. Hi, Governor. So, Robbie, did you say mean, horrible things to your parents too? Like my son said to me. If you meet the qualifications to be monetized, then embrace the super chat. I guess I do. I guess I do, but I didn't really understand how the whole thing worked. I don't think there's any ads on my videos, but I don't even know how that works, to be honest with you. I just know that I played around with it one day and then I came on and didn't even realize I had had it. And I think it was Gary D. He gave me my first super chat and I'm like, oh my God, it's working. I was like, oh God, save Robbie. Okay. Well, my son came close to calling me that. Called me a effing bitch for not giving him money. Like it seriously, it was the hardest thing. It is the hardest thing for a parent to say no to their child. Like honestly, he kept telling me, you don't really love me, you never loved me, you were a horrible mother, you were this, you were that. And I was so close to going behind my husband's back and sending him money because I felt so bad for him. And he said, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare, because you're going to kill him. I mean, even my daughter called me up and she goes, Mom, if you give him money, you're killing him. You're going to kill him. Oh, my mother slapped me so hard, I deserved it. Wow, Robbie. Wow. Yeah, it was the addiction talking, and it's it doesn't make it any less hurtful to hear your son like say, "You never loved me. You were never a good mother. You were this, you're that. You're a fucking bitch. Never talk to me again. I hope you suffer for the rest of your life." And I just think, oh my God, I can laugh. I can smile now because looking back, I know that when I was going through the whole thing with him, it was just the hardest thing for me. And then I would be like, I would have a knot in my stomach. Every time the phone rang, I would have a knot in my stomach. I would think, oh my God, they found him somewhere. He's dead in an alley or something. Hello, Min. Um, Shady Booty, trust me, I know. I've been called it many times. I'm hardened up, said Mojo. She's been in here before. I just don't think she understands. I think she comes in here and says hello like a bunch of times, so she's okay. She don't hurt anybody. Um, my parents were the best through my addiction, and I knew it even while I was struggling and cussing them out. Well, that's good, Robbie. I'm glad they were. This man is spamming your chat, Carla. Um, but she's been in here before, Jojo. I don't know if she understands. Like, I don't know if she even speaks English. I kind of feel bad for her. But then I'm like that. I feel bad for people. Everything you said is exactly what my mom would tell me. He used to say to her, mad, when she was saying, no, Andrew, no. She would say, yeah. Okay, sweet Carla and friends, break time over. I need to get bids out. I'll catch y'all later. Bye, dearie. Bye. Thank you for coming in, even though you're working. Um, Jason says, Robbie, thanks for doing well. Oh, Jason, that's sweet. Jason, why aren't you coming up on my panel? Come on, guys, let's have fun. You're flipping adorable. I'm going to start calling you Shirley MacLaine. Well, it's better than what they've been calling me Chucky, Chucky's mom. That's better. My God. I was so used to being called Chucky. Kind of hurt my feelings at first, and then I kind of embraced it. I embraced it. So I told you that you need to learn me. I don't know how. I need to teach you. Oh, I need to teach you how to go live, Jason. You guys need to go to Jason's videos because he does one thing where he's eating horseradish and washing it down with hot sauce. It's freaking hilarious. I was in such a bad mood that day, and I went to his channel and I watched his videos, and I was rolling, Robbie. And for the most part, the chats are really calm. Yeah, they have been like they have gotten they have gotten like crazy sometimes, but I kind of like to let it chill out. Like I love this chat. I'm usually not still awake this early, but I feel like death, and I'm contemplating calling into work later today. Um, so you said the buses were literally empty, but they're going to keep them running for people that need them. Um, yeah, I like Ems. Ems is one of my OGs. She's been coming in my chat for quite a while since I had like 2 or 3 people in here. My chats have been crazy sometimes too. We can't just live and learn. Um, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes drama comes your way even when you don't want it to. And like yesterday, I went and opened my big mouth and said something that set off some people and pissed some people off, and I have to stop. I have to stop inserting myself in this stuff and stop putting my foot in my mouth, if you will. You steer that train well. Um, but yeah, I I stick my foot in my mouth and I say things like I'll get like hot under the collar and say something, and then someone will get pissed off, and then comes alive, and I've pissed someone off and don't mean to, but well, I guess maybe I shouldn't say certain things. Like maybe I should just shut my mouth and not say things, but I don't know. Sometimes things get to me and I just get pissed off and say things. I've snapped on my live streams and immediately deleted them. I've left everything up so everybody can go back and see my faux pas. Even me, including me. You'd think I would learn from my mistakes, but sometimes like no, I don't. Sometimes things need to be said. Well, yeah, and sometimes you need to say what's on your mind and whether it hurt, I don't deliberately hurt people, and I try not to deliberately hurt people. I have, and for that I'm sorry. Like if I hurt anybody's feelings, it's not my intention to hurt people's feelings, but I have, and I'm sorry for that. Hello again, Min. I snap though, and it's not pretty when a Gemini snaps. I have. I've said some pretty awful things to people that I'm not proud of. Always got your back. I'll zap the trolls. Okay, Jojo. You do that, girl. You do that. Why do you want a wrench, Jojo? We have to be I think kindness is not served often on YouTube. I've like I just don't do what I do. If you have something on your mind, just say it. Don't dance around it and talk in code like I do. It's not a good look. And I think that's what I did yesterday because people took what I said the wrong way. I was not calling anybody a certain kind of thing. I just meant a certain place um, that certain people went wasn't my cup of tea, and but it came out wrong, and I shouldn't have said what I said, and um, but I did. It's done. It's over with. A live was made about it, and I'm sure a lot of you know what it was about, but whatever. I'm just gonna let things pass. Hopefully it'll pass. I have a big mouth when my lid blows. Me too. And I'm sorry for that, but I don't deliberately try to hurt people's feelings. I really don't. Um, I try to, I try to I try to be diplomatic, but I fall short, and I've fallen short a lot of times. But I don't want to make people feel a certain way because of something I said, but apparently I did yesterday. So I learned too that being a brat on here isn't the easiest way to make friendships, but it is a way to get instant views. Yeah. I just I don't want to be involved in things that I shouldn't be involved in. Like that's none of my business. And sometimes I open my mouth when I shouldn't, and then I get feedback that's not always favorable, if you know what I mean. But yeah. Hi, Mac Joms. Well, welcome. Welcome. I hope I said your name right. Mac Joms. Ems, look into your moon sign. But those are the views that I wish people would unview. Yeah, exactly, Robbie. They remember that. They don't remember the nice chat before and after. They just remember the like the horrible thing you said. Hi, Lucky Seven again. Lucky Seven Mudmore. I love that name. Man, I love Mrs. Carr. Jason. Jason, I love your name because that's my son's name. Shady Booty. I privatize all my videos, so I definitely don't open my mouth for views. I open my mouth because I'm an idiot. Self-control sometimes. Oh, M's. How many times have I done that? Oh, God. And then it really does turn people off when you do that. And I should really learn from my mistakes. But, it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen again. I'm going to get pissed off about something and open my big fat mouth. And then if you delete the videos, they make videos about it anyways. Yeah, well, someone's going to record it. I mean, if you go off, they're going to record it and it's going to be out there. So, like, that's why I leave everything up. It's like, oh, look at Carla make a fool out of herself again. Go look at her. Go look at the idiot. M's. I definitely run my mouth, but I don't regret it, and I definitely don't private anything. Um, I have said foul more than likely was the reason I'm point behind it, especially now. Carla, that's why I have signature wave emoji. I always do the hand wave, the flowers surrounding a heart for people who don't get them, like we should, and kiss on the cheek with love. Yeah, you're a sweetheart, Edna. I'm at Edmund Pucker's chat. Hello again, Min. Mods, get rid of the spammer. He's okay. I don't regret speaking my mind, but I do regret hurting people. That's me too, Robbie. I don't regret speaking my mind, but I do regret if I hurt someone's feelings. I don't hurt people's feelings. I just manage to piss people off. And then they make videos saying that I said something that I didn't mean to say, or they take it the wrong way or out of context. And I'm just like, why didn't I just shut up and not say anything? But at the moment, in the spur of the moment, I was like pissed off. So I said something I maybe shouldn't have said, and then I get flack about it. I try not to watch it though. If someone's making a video that's like negative about me, I try not to watch it. So like I know something was made about me yesterday and I just like ain't watching it. I mean in the sense of regretting. Maybe it helped them grow. The C word just flies out of my mouth when I'm mad. I feel like Courtney Love and Mosh Pit. Um, I have said that word, but I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's just an awful word to say or call people. I think women hate being called that like the most. I will keep I won't keep going on because I get accused of being bossy mods. Get rid of the spammer. Um, Jojo, are you talking about men? I really don't. Hi, Top Cop. I, I, I really, she doesn't really like, she says hello like a lot. She comes in here a lot and says hello. I don't, yeah, I know. But she really doesn't like, she only like types up hello every once. I think she's just lonely. I don't know. I just hate to, you know, hurt her feelings. She's a nice person. I have had two people on YouTube recently screw me over, in my opinion, and here I am still standing. Um, it happens, and it happens a lot on YouTube. But I guess, and Ems was right. She gave me this advice: is just it'll pass. It'll pass. Um, and it usually does. Um, is it hard when it's going on? Like that whole, Blondie McBlonde thing. It was very hard when it was still going on. Was I upset about it? Yeah, I'll admit it. I was really upset about the whole thing, but it did pass. And I'm not saying this like to anybody to go after anybody or anything, but it did like it took a lot out of me. I didn't think I'd ever get past that one. I was like, oh God, everybody's gonna hate me forever and blah blah blah. Because I'm not as good a speaker as some people. I'm just not. Hey, let's do the YouTube signal, guys. Colon YT colon. I love doing that. I'm like such an idiot. I don't know half the drama problems people are dealing with on here, and I really don't care. Yeah, it's and this says hi to men. Yeah, I like doing the YouTube signal. You're okay. Oh yeah, she's done. Oh, what's the monkey again? It's colon oops, right? Colon oops. Colon oops, colon is the monkey. Right. What's the other one? It's dice. There's dice. There's a blob face, and I can't remember what the blob face is. There's Jake Peter. There's the worm. You're still here, and your name is mentioned often, not in a meaner way, good way. Whether you want to be or not, if you're on YouTube and relevant, you will be mentioned in others' mouths on here, in my opinion. Yeah, but sometimes it gets old. Like sometimes I just get sick of my name. There's a virus spreading like herpes at Mardi Gras, so YouTube drama means nothing exactly. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you, Shady. I appreciate you too. Diana's back. I am back. I had a business call. Love, love, love your conversations. Thank you, Diana. I love you guys need to sub to her. She is so awesome. I love her inspiration. She does these inspirational videos from Grandma's porch. Someone please post her oh my God, Robbie. Robbie, stop. You are so sweet. Oh, oh my God. I'm so humbled, Robbie. Robbie. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Oh, Shady Booty. What's Shady Booty saying? Oops, oops. Um, Make sure you go to my channel today as I just told a story from my grandmother about the Great Depression, how to live poor well. Oh, I definitely will, Diana. You guys need to sub to her. She is fantastic. I love her. I absolutely love this lady. Like I love her. I'm going to post her link in my on here um, because I just love this lady. Um, I just really love her. I think she's just awesome. 62 years old and jogs 5 miles every morning. Like I can go up and down stairs and I get winded. This lady is 62 years old and jogs 5 miles every morning. Like I can't even believe she does that like every day. I love you, Diana. You know that. My claim to fame right now is that I recorded MFW saying MFW like things and she struck my channel. Let's all have a laugh. I'm more humored by it than anything. Shady Booty, wait. Shady Booty, am I sub to you? Wait a minute. Let me go. Why am I not sub to you? God, I have to like support my people here. I am sub to Robbie. You guys need sub to Robbie. He's pretty funny guy. See that gargle butt thing? Oh my God, that's so funny. That is funny. That made me laugh. Where's my Jason? Jason's in here. We gotta promote each other, guys. We gotta like push each other up, bring each other up. I like to be in real chats like this where it's not a dog and pony show. Me too. I pulled a muscle in my shoulder just by beating God, uh, by beating my alarm clock to death. That's funny. Yeah, that's the thing is, yeah. This morning too, I was like, it seems like the longer I sleep in, the more I want to sleep. Like, yeah, Shady, no problem. I don't know why I wasn't sub to you. I seriously. I'm gonna go and check out some of your videos. My phone has been blowing up. Oh goodness, Gingerlock's mom. I just hope everything's gonna be okay for you. I really do. Save Robbie is the favorite now. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Jason. Jason. I love you too, Jason. I love you all, Ashley. That's why I changed my name from Carla and Company to Carla and Friends, because I don't consider you subscribers. I consider you my friends who come in here. So, yeah. I like the name Carla and Friends better than Carla and Company. Because Carla and Company seems like so cold. Carla and Friends seems like, my friends are coming to talk to me and have coffee with me in the morning. And that's cool. 32-year baby. I'm older. Who's 32? Wait a minute. Who's 32? Oh, Robbie? Robbie's a baby. Now that I'm 32. Oh, Shady is 32. Robbie, I think, is young too. Robbie's like early 30s or late 20s. It looks like late 20s. I'm a 15-year-old mentally mad teen. Oh, no, you're not, JoJo. Ems. Gingerlock's mom says, Ems, what's going to suck is the day you go back. Um, missed that. Felt amazing getting up at 7 instead of 5. This is going to be awesome for a while. Carla, I get scared. I'm 50 in 2 years. Mind blowing. Jojo, I'm older than that. I'm an old grandma. I'm an old grandma. You can tell. Believe me. Just think of it this way 50 is a new 40. So in 2 years, you'll be 40. That's how I think about it. I recall the Spice Girls telling me I'm Generation X when I was a tween. So I'm Generation X. Well, Shady Booty, I'm generation, Generation XXX. We're from the, 60s. We're the what do you call it? Free love and make love, not war generation. I'm excited to be 40. Leave all my skanky years behind me. 40's young. 40's young. I'm Generation X. Love my hippies. Shady Booby said, love my hippies. Hippie, hippie. I'm a cool hippie. I was never hippie though. Oh, I wore bell bottoms. I did wear bell bottoms and elephant pants. You guys would not remember those things. Culottes, stuff like that. Are you a hippie? Billy Idol, Generation X. I just like, ew. I know. If you have you if you want to laugh, is go back in your yearbook and look what you look like when you were in high school. It's like, oh, God. Actually, all the old styles that were like cool when I was in high school are all like back now. I'm an 80s kid too. I always wanted to be a hippie. Yeah. I'm in my nifty 50s, looking forward to my sexy 60s. I survived over 40 and feeling foxy. Exactly. We're like a fine wine, Edna. We age gracefully. I'm going to keep saying that. I don't care if I'm aging gracefully or not. But yeah, we got to be like a fine wine, you know, get over it. I'm a shippy pirates are us. I was a hippie since the 90s, but I showered. You showered. Oh, you know what? There's like some hippies that were hanging around up north where my stepdaughter lives, and they were trying to actually wash. And this is the God honest truth. They were trying to wash. They were living out like in these, vans and stuff, and they were actually trying to wash in Walmart, um, like in the bathrooms in Walmart. They were like filthy dirty. Can you imagine now? Like I would hate to be a hippie now in this with this like living off in a van somewhere. You know, those people that live like have the van life and stuff. I guess they would be like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how that would work because I'm big into this tiny house nation thing. Like I watch those videos all the time. I'm like weird. I like the weirdest stuff. I'm a weirdo. I admit it. Real hippies will change your outlook. These ones were pretty nasty. Shady. My 30s went in 5 minutes. Yeah, mine did too, actually. They went by pretty fast. Actually, the older you get, the faster time goes. Like, I think. I don't know. It seems like a year. It's already March. It's already mid-March. Like, wait a minute. Gingerlock's mom, are you still in here? Happy anniversary. I think it's her anniversary today. Gingerlock's mom, are you in here? I think it's her anniversary today. Everybody wish her a happy anniversary. If it's not today, it was yesterday, but I wanted to wish her a happy anniversary. Are you in here, Gingerlock's mom? I hope she is. Because I forgot till just this second. So Gingerlock's mom, if you listen to this, happy anniversary. Mandy, you're in here still? I didn't see you. Oh my God, highly flammable Aquanet. Um, I hope she's still in here. Everybody wish Gingerlock's mom a happy anniversary. Because I believe it's her anniversary today. I'm not. Is it your anniversary today, Gingerlock's mom? I think it is. I think it is. Everybody wish her a happy anniversary. If it isn't today, it was yesterday. If it isn't today, it was yesterday. Oh, she is beautiful. She looked beautiful with no makeup. I'm so freaking jealous of her. Hi, Heidi. Yes, it is. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Happy anniversary. You want to come up on panel? Poor thing. You're like stuck at home on your anniversary. I'm so sad for you. Yes, I thought it was. I thought it was. I knew it wasn't the 17th. I thought it was the 18th. So, yes, she did. She had a big Irish wedding. She told me all about it. I think she talked about it in here one time. Look here, look at me talking for her. She wanted to fill us in on how Miss Murder is doing. So, yeah, do you want to come up on panel, Gingerlock's mom? I always want to call her Goldilocks mom and fill us in on Miss Murder. It's up to you. I'd like to know she's doing okay. Anniversary days are the best. They make me feel like second birthdays. Yeah, we went out for dinner on our anniversary. That was like before we were taking all this too seriously. We went to Red Lobster. There was a lot of people there too. I actually like it when they card at a store due to policy. It brings back awesome memories. I wish I could relive them again. You're going to come up? Great, 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 great. I hope so. Here you go. Come on up. Give us an update on Miss Murder, how she's doing and stuff. Miss Murder, I thought MM was Makeup Mobster. I think there's a lot of MMs on here, I think. There's Miss Murder. There's another MM, and I can't remember which one it is, but there's another MM too. But Makeup Mobster is another one. Yes, she is. But there's another MM, and I can't remember which one it is. Many more. Happy anniversary to you. Wish you so many more. Yes. Me too. Mandy, you got me, or should I get my own? I need to really be more careful on what I'm reading abbreviations for. Miss Murder, I Miss Murder, they call her MM. So yeah, and Makeup Mobster is MM. Oh, here's my friend. Hey girl.
Hello. Hi.
How are you? Happy anniversary.
Thank you. I haven't even seen him yet today. I won't see him till later
Aw.
because he's at work.
So, I'm sorry that you were like your husband was exposed to.
We're not 100% sure if he was
Yeah.
exposed yet.
Well, hopefully he's
What
not.
happened was yesterday he came home. He's like, turn the TV off. We always just said that, like, either he's really pissed at me or something's going on. So I'm like, turn the TV off, and he's like, now I don't know. I could have been exposed. Now I'm saying, if you've been exposed, I've been exposed. The kids have been exposed. So I think it's freaking him out a little bit, just a little bit, because I don't think he ever expected anybody around him to be like, to ever get this.
Right.
And he's one of those people who are in denial. He's not so much in denial anymore, but we don't know what it's not a child. This guy's kids are in their 20s, but he's around his kids all the time.
Right.
So he could have easily have gotten it from them. And
Mm-hmm.
Jason's like, well, yeah, I did some heavy lifting work with them. So I'm like, you guys were very close in proximity, kind of sweating. He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh boy.
Wow.
I'm like, if we have it, we have it. I can't panic about it because
Right.
there's nothing I can do.
If you're, that's the thing is it's like we're not all going to get sick from this virus.
There's a lot of
Some of us
people who
will,
carry
some of
it.
us won't. Yes.
There's a
Some
lot of
people
people
are
who
just
carry it who have absolutely no symptoms. And that's the funny, strange thing about Miss Murders who has it. She doesn't go out very often because she has chronic pain, chronic illness. Her
right.
husband works in the entertainment business where he does lightings for stages and concerts and things like that. And he tested negative. He's negative and hasn't had a symptom. She tested positive, and she was really only around him except for going to a doctor's office, and he was with her. So it
Oh,
doesn't, she
is
assumes
she-
that she got it through him, but he was tested negative, but he might have still carried the virus.
does she have symptoms of it though?
Oh my God. Yeah, she was tested. Oh
And
yeah,
she's
she's
not
got
just
all
a
the,
carrier. She's got all the
no, she's
symptoms.
got all the full blown out symptoms. Yes.
Oh, geez. So
She's
she
got,
can't even go to a hospital or she's stuck at home?
as a matter of fact, she was told by her doctor 3 times to go. Now
Oh,
she's in Australia, and she's like, you don't understand how awful the hospital really is. I'm like, I understand it because the hospitals here are awful. Not that they're awful, that the people make it awful, but just being in the hospital is awful. So I'm like, I get it, but I'm telling you, her breathing, she was able to talk. You really couldn't tell that she was struggling. When I talked to her a little bit
oh
after my live last night, she was slightly struggling for the words because of
my
her breath.
God.
But
See,
she's
that
taking
scares me.
inhalers. She's
That's the
taking her
part.
inhalers. So she's doing everything she can do. So if
Right.
she could sit and have a conversation with us, she's doing okay.
Okay. Well,
Hmm.
my prayers are go out to her.
Yeah, and that's
Gotta
what's
be
so
scary.
crazy. Nobody
So
needs to be sick around you in order for this to happen. That's the scary part.
that's what I said to my husband. He got mad at me because I went to the grocery store the other day and I said, well, you go out every day. You could bring it home.
I
I
went
mean,
out. I know.
we're
I
not
went out to the
100%
grocery.
sure, you know, we can't be 100% sure we're not going to get exposed. What if I
No,
pick, I go to check my mail and the mailman has it and I think, it's on the envelope or whatever, who knows?
I mean,
I,
yeah, people are going to die from this, but people die from the flu every freaking day, every
oh,
day.
yeah,
Not that I'm saying, but if we were to let this go the way it was going to get really bad.
yeah.
I don't, is this going to help? Nobody knows that yet for certain.
Well, I
And
guess
I guess we
Italy
just,
had a bad day the other day.
oh, yeah,
A
I
lot of
saw
people,
that.
a lot
I
of
saw
people,
that.
and it's just like heartbreaking.
It is, isn't it? Like,
I'm hoping that we don't get, that bad here. Like, it's
like
scary.
people have said, like, oh my God, and we have it. We've never seen anything like this before.
Mm-mm. Nope.
But I said it definitely has that 9/11 feeling.
It does, doesn't it?
Hmm.
I was kind of thinking more like the zombie apocalypse. Like I said, and is it quiet? Like I live close to a school, so I'm
Hmm.
used to hearing the buses and stuff go by like at lunchtime, and then at you go outside, it's like so quiet. Not even hardly any cars are out. I mean, it's just really quiet.
Hmm.
Hardly any traffic. Hi,
Now,
Candy.
I went to the store. Oh my God, I had a ridiculous story from yesterday. I go to the store and I go and I get my order, and for whatever reason, my card was like I didn't have enough money. I like really went food shopping, and they're like, "You don't have enough in your bag for this." I'm like, "Crap!" I'm like, I was so embarrassed. I'm like, "This never happened to me before," but I'm on disability, so normally I get money from my husband too, who helps out my bank account. It's how we manage our money the best way. So I had to
Right.
call him. I'm like, I need to come get your debit card because I'm not reshopping. So they're holding my food. He's
Wow.
like, so I ran all the way over to Princeton. So I'm like in there with all these people. Every restaurant, everything was open yesterday. Everything was open. It seemed like a Saturday morning, like late morning yesterday compared to a weekday. But there was still plenty of people out.
Wow. Yeah, there was
Plenty.
too. When I went to the grocery store, like people didn't seem to be freaked out. And the only thing, like people are saying there was no meat in the stores. There was a lot of meat in the grocery store. The only thing that I saw that there wasn't a lot of was toilet paper. Other than that, there was a lot of lunch meat. There was a lot of like
Lunch meat,
regular
yeah. There was
lunch
plenty of
meat.
lunch meat.
There was a lot of
That
lunch meat. There was a lot of cheese. There was a lot of, regular like meat that you like pork
the
chops and hamburger meat and
the one thing I couldn't get, which is one thing that I eat a lot of, is eggs.
oh, we got eggs.
We
We
had
had
no
eggs too.
eggs.
Oh, really?
No
Wow.
eggs. We had no toilet paper. So here's me. I'm genius. So I see the bounty. I'm like, well, I don't even know if we need it or not. So I took the bounty. And then when I came back with his card, I had noticed they'd gotten some toilet paper in. Well, I grabbed that too because I'm like, then I'm stocked. I go home and my kids are helping me unload the car because I can't unload it that well. They're like, Mom, why did you get so many hand towels? I said, only one's hand towels. Grace is like, no, Mom, I don't think so. They're both hand towels. I'm like, oh my
Oh,
God. I thought it was toilet paper. But
I know.
my mother-in-law's like, look, I can swap you because I have like a couple, like I have two downstairs. I'm like, okay. So she's going to
Well,
swap me out.
before the panic, my husband had gone out and bought a big thing at Sam's Club, a big thing of toilet paper, a big thing of paper towel, and a big thing of Kleenex because I'm always blowing my nose. You see that every morning. I'm always blowing my nose. So we got a big thing of Kleenex, we got a big thing of toilet paper, and we got a big thing of paper towels. So I'm set. If I have to wait my butt. If nothing else, I'll use the Kleenex.
I'm like, well,
But I think
kids.
I think they're stocking and they're not going to allow people, they're going to like have a limit,
But even the
you
people
know,
in the grocery store, like, what
it's
the
ridiculous.
hell? We've
I
never
know.
seen any, like, they're just like, this is crazy. And all the meats were gone. Majority of the meats, like, they would get an order. So they had a bunch of turkey, like roll meats. And then they
Wow.
had a bunch of, you know, some ground meat. But other than that, everything else was like off the shelves, gone.
See,
It
I
was
didn't
all
notice
gone.
the difference in our store. Maybe because we're on the outskirts of Pittsburgh and we're not in like a really populated area. So maybe that's why. I don't know. But I didn't notice a difference. Like, there was a lot of stuff there. So,
But what I'm realizing, because they said this last week, is that we're noticing in New Jersey that this is spreading like wildfire,
right.
because our number jumped from like 51. From 51 it was 90 something. 90 something it was 160 some odd. Now we're at 267 from yesterday, so that number's
Oh,
already up. Hmm.
see, it was yesterday when I checked, it was like 6 in Pittsburgh.
In
It
our
was 2.
county, I think we've had, no, we've got more than that, sweetheart. We've got like 14.
Bye, Jojo.
My daughter's like, I think we have 2. I'm like, no, we got like more like 14 just in our county. It's
Um, Jason is asking where you're from. I don't want to say it if you don't
Oh,
want anyone.
I'm from New Jersey. I'm from the
It's,
central
she's
side of New
she's from
Jersey.
Joyzy. She's from Joyzy.
I'm a Philly girl stuck in a Jersey world.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. A
I,
Philly
I
girl
I
stuck in a Jersey
remembered though. I
world.
remembered you have to give me kudos because I remembered your anniversary.
Yes, you did. And
And
I know yours was just passed.
yes,
And actually, Miss Murders, I think, is Friday.
mine was on the 8th,
And,
and
and Miss
yeah.
Murders is Friday. And I'm
Oh,
like,
and she
wow,
can't be with her husband.
no. I
Oh,
mean,
that
they're both,
sucks.
well, they're both quarantined together, believe it or not. I mean, whether he has it or not, they have to be quarantined in the same house.
So he's there with her.
He
Like
has no
she's
choice,
not.
because he's being quarantined too, because he's been around
Oh,
her.
okay, okay. I
So
got to
that's
get
the
another
thing.
coffee. Can you
That
hold down the?
I can't see the chat. That's the only problem.
I'll just whatever. I'll be right back.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. I got to get coffee myself too, but I can be on here and get coffee. Hi everyone. I'm sorry I cannot see the chat. Um, yeah, we're trying to sit here and figure out how to do virtual learning, which so far isn't that bad, is it, Grace? All right, so she hates it. So forget that. But that's all right. She's a tween. She hates everything. Yeah, she does. And then my youngest doesn't hate it, but she hates not seeing her teachers. She loves her teachers. I ran into her teacher yesterday coming out of the liquor store. Mario, if you're in here, I swear I'm going to go try to get your vodka for you today. I promise. I will try to get you your vodka. Why can't I buy your vodka? Why are you buying vodka? Because their state stores in Pennsylvania are closed. That's if I buy it for somebody else, it's not. They can do what they want if they want to come over here and buy alcohol. So
All the state
no,
stores are closed, right?
but that's what I said. Ours aren't.
Oh,
All
they
our
aren't.
liquor stores are
I
wide
don't know
open.
if they're closed. People are saying they're
They
closed.
are. They are. All of
Pennsylvania.
PA. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's,
You are.
I thought someone said that. Someone told me that they were all closed. So,
Yeah,
but
they're all closed. But
I have a case
and
of beer here. So,
thank God, for, thanks Phil Murphy for not closing ours.
yeah. And I
Thank
have a
you.
bottle of wine in the. I don't. Well, if they're gonna let grocery stores be open, I mean, if people are gonna get depressed, they need their alcohol to drown their
Yeah.
sorrows.
Like
Come on, guys.
I have a bottle of Absolute Citron. So if I want to make
Um,
lemon drops, I can make lemon drop martinis.
yeah, Carrie, they're closing just in certain states because every state has their own policies. It's just like, you know,
I believe we have more of an outbreak than Pennsylvania, and you guys have more restrictions than we do.
yeah, why is that? That seems weird to me,
I don't know.
doesn't it?
Whatever our governor does, he basically follows the mayor of New York City for the most part,
Mm.
is what I'm noticing.
I heard that there's some schools where the kids are still going to school.
Not in New Jersey anymore. Not in New
Not New
Jersey.
Jersey. Is that New York that I heard that they're still letting
No, as
kids
a
go to
matter of fact, New York City has canceled it for the rest of the year.
Yeah, that's what like my daughter, where she is until September. They're
That's
just
what
automatically going to push them up to the next grade. But
that's what I said to Grace. I said, Grace, and to the kids, I said, this may be the beginning of summer. Like, that's not what they want to hear. They're not excited to hear that because,
no, because they're behind. They're going to be behind in their.
well, everybody's going to be behind. So it's
Oh
not
yeah.
going to be
So
just
it's like
them.
yeah.
Everybody's going to be behind. But it was just, I remember on Saturday when they went and they did their play. And to see people like, all right, we're putting on this play. It's just parents. We're putting it on YouTube because you don't have an audience. And this might be your last show. And all right, opening show is closing show. Okay. And so I had felt so bad for these kids. That was the one thing that I cried about. That was the one thing I was upset about. I gotten close to these kids who were in this play, seeing how hard they worked, and just to watch it that night that they were going on to
Oh,
be
that's so
told
sad.
right before they came home that everything was going to be postponed or canceled. I kind of knew it. And she came home. I'm like, I knew it was awful. They were all crying. All the kids were so upset.
Almost all of us walked out of the theater
Dave
crying.
Robbie
Well,
says I'm tempted to take a keg stand of vodka because I
Yes,
feel
why
like
are you
death.
guys crying? Like,
he feels sick.
You don't feel sick, Robbie.
I
Don't
hope,
say that.
don't say he's sick. No,
That's cruel, and
he's
UK schools are closed.
he's young and in shape and good. He should
Yeah,
be
I know.
fine.
Yeah, he'll escape by that. I'm laying more than low. I don't have a thermometer, but my forehead feels like a stovetop after cooking cheap mac and cheese.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus,
I'm like, oh my
scared
God, get to a
everybody.
doctor, get a thermometer. Oh,
Ginger, your flashing pic is nice. Just saying. I'm not
who's
sure what he's talking about.
who's flashy pick?
That's what
Mm.
Jason's saying. Jason's a goofball.
Yeah, but
Do
it's
you have your
crazy.
wedding pics up there?
Do I have my what?
Did you put your wedding pic up?
Oh, I put one up on my community.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go look at it.
It's one from our catering place. They have this big chair, so we would look like we're big kids in our wedding outfit, laying on a chair.
And Jason says, and that's why Mrs. Carla needs to go live every day. I have been. I was like 7 days last week because I was just
Like when
bored.
Carla doesn't go live, I go, "Oh my God, what's going on?
I
What's going on? What
know.
happened last night?
And
What did I miss?
I even
Who's
went live on
fighting?"
the weekend. And I'm like, you guys have got to be sick of this face. Hi, Joy Lang. How are you? Most of our cases are 18 to 49 here. 18 years old to 49 years old. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I fall in that area.
I
Good
think they're
grief.
trying to really protect the, elderly people like 65 and older from like
Hold on one
really
second.
isolating them in nursing homes and
Yes, you
stuff
can.
and trying to isolate them even from
Just
each other.
tell Alexa I'll be down to check in on her. Sorry, kids are
That's
doing
okay.
their homework in separate rooms so they can concentrate.
Um, Most of our cases are 18 to 49. Yeah. 49.
We've had 3 deaths so far in New Jersey.
Oh, really? From the coronavirus?
Hmm
How old were the people? Do you know? Do you know?
I believe the first case, the guy was really old. I
Mhm.
believe, like he was in his 90s or something like that. So
Oh,
I'm
that's
told.
pretty old.
And
Yeah.
then the second one, the woman was in her 50s. I don't know the third case. I
Wow.
don't
That's not very old.
know. But you also don't know what underlying conditions they had too.
Right, right. And I think that's the thing is we don't know. But then there's that doctor in China that was in his 30s, had a pregnant wife, and was trying to warn everybody about this virus, and he died. He was
Yeah,
33.
that his country killed him.
Yeah. His country did kill him
His
because
country killed him. They
yeah,
tried to hide. They
yeah,
lied. They lied about this, and they wanted to keep lying. He was the
the whistle.
whistleblower, and he died.
Yeah, because they wanted to shut him up. We would
Mm.
have to send search parties if you didn't come on live, Carrie said. Carrie.
Hold on one second.
Nashville is picked clean. My sister said my nephew and partner are quarantine sick. I guess in Las Vegas too, is it the MGM Grand has closed their hotel and stuff and casinos. Wow, they're gonna lose. People are gonna lose so much money.
Oh, I mean, my God, the Atlantic City casinos already suffer because now that they have casinos in Philadelphia and things like that, that they don't have to travel down to Atlantic City to gamble. They're having problems alone, and now just doing this. I don't know what the summer is going to bring for some of these
Right.
people. They just put a Hard Rock in Atlantic City, and that's brand spanking new. And let's see how bad that's going to happen. Like Ems was in here. She
Right.
used to do what I do. She worked in media, worked for, advertising even.
Hmm.
And the people who are her clients who invest in things, especially like concerts and stuff, that's a big money grabber for anybody who's in radio, who has people who take sponsorships. That's all your money. And like all of that is now poof, gone.
Even the beaches are closed. Robbie says if someone punched me in the face just so I could fall asleep, I'd be totally cool with that.
Come here, Robbie. Come on, come over here to New
Yeah,
Jersey. I'll do
here,
it for you.
let's punch
Come
him in the
here.
face. And Joy Lang says my son and family went to Gulf Shores yesterday.
A lot of things have decided to close as of 8 p.m. last night.
Thank you,
What's open?
Candy. Bye.
What's open today? I don't know. I go by my parking lot and around my house. If there's a lot of people around, then I know like things are weird happening. But if you see like certain cars are gone, like my husband's gone, he's going to work because they consider him quote unquote essential personnel. And then once they find out what this guy's daughter has, hopefully it's just a cold and it's nothing more. And if it turns out that they are exposed, they'll be sent home and they won't be able to come back.
And the thing is with that is it is like symptoms of a cold. That's like kind of what it starts with, right?
This is what Bridget's telling me. It's unlike any other flu you've ever had. So if you wake up feeling like completely odd, like, all right, I got no body aches, but I do have chills because of a fever, but I'm coughing and it kind of hurts to cough. That's what the symptoms are. That's what you look for. They're the things. Just the fever, and there's no body aches, there's no nauseousness, there's no
Ems is up.
which some people are saying there is no diarrhea.
Hey,
Hi,
you
Ems.
lovely ladies. Can you hear me?
I can.
Can
you hear Ginger Locksmon? Can you hear Ems?
I can hear.
Okay, we can hear you.
Okay. I just figured
I just
figured I would be happy anniversary.
Thank you. Doesn't feel like an anniversary, nor did yesterday feel like St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Didn't even feel like St. Patrick's Day this year.
Agreed. Go ahead, Ems.
I didn't celebrate, but I didn't celebrate. That's all I was going to say.
Yeah, we did celebrate. No, I
Your daughter's in college, right, Ems? Is your daughter in college?
Not yet. She goes this summer. So that's
so she's in high school
right now. She's out of school now, but we don't even know if she's going to be able to walk for graduation. We have no idea if that's even going to happen at this point. So it's sad.
That's heartbreaking. That's
a lot of graduates will be indefinitely postponed. People are even saying, have you heard about like funerals? They're not even allowing people to go to funerals. Like if your loved one dies or something, like that's something I heard. I don't know if it's true or not.
I haven't heard that.
I have. I
or is that propaganda?
That. No, it's not. That's not propaganda. It's not, because it was something that was brought up here to our governor. You know, what about weddings and funerals? Because we've never seen something like this. And they're like, if you have a gathering more than 10, we're telling you,
morning veto,
please don't do it. So yeah, they're telling you, don't do it, because you're going to put yourself and others again at risk. Just like this guy at work where my husband works, we might all be at risk. But like I said again, this could be just a cold and none of us need to worry at all.
Yeah. Well, ladies, when you guys know I work in media, and Ginger Locks, you can attest to this because you worked in radio as well.
Yep.
So they have released our media cards, which has never happened since I've been in the business. So that tells me that they are definitely preparing for a possible, complete shutdown, because this has never happened. I've never had to get one of those. And basically all that is, if they do a shutdown, you guys know, like certain people are still allowed to drive. So if I get pulled over, I just have to show my documentation. Ginger Locks, did you ever get one? Like, was there anything so bad?
Never needed one.
Did you hear this?
Me either.
Joy Lang said Reba McEntire had to cancel her mother's funeral. That's so sad. To me, that is so sad. Like, can you imagine? You
That's
can't
so
even bury
sad.
your loved one. These people that plan their weddings,
Yeah.
graduations, you know,
Yeah.
no, I mean, it's affecting. What are we going to have a recession? Like, is it going to be like
Yep. There is going to be a
it has
recession.
to be like, yeah, what else can it be? Like,
Yeah.
it's just
You-
terrible. Like, I feel for
It's
people that,
bizarre. It's just bizarre because we're just waiting to see what happens. We're in a waiting
It's
period
affecting us all.
in
right?
all different ways, as a matter of fact. Yeah. In all different ways. Like you're financially
Yep.
where
And
Jason
I'm
goes to
planning my
work.
daughter's graduation party.
Hmm. Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's
Damn.
like, to me, that's like a big thing for kids, you know, that's like graduation,
And
you
wouldn't
know.
your daughter's senior prom be coming up? Ems,
Ems,
Did I lose you guys?
can
can
you
you
hear
hear,
me?
can you hear Gingerlock's mom? Ems, Ems, did we lose
Hey,
you?
Ems.
Hello? Come out, wherever
Can
you
you
are.
can you
There
guys
we,
hear me?
Can you,
yes.
yeah,
Okay.
we can
It
hear
was
you.
real.
Can you hear
All
us?
right. Yeah, now I can. So graduation and prom in our school, they don't actually do a senior prom. They do a senior like dinner dance. Um, but everything else has been canceled. You guys know that
Mm.
softball, this was our biggest season for softball, and that's
I remember
gone.
you talking about your daughter is very good at softball. I remember you talking
Yeah,
about that actually.
it's
That's
blown
heartbreaking.
everything for her, and she's top 10% of her school. So graduation is a big deal for her. There's a
Right.
lot of honorary things that she's worked very hard to achieve, and it could be all gone.
Wow.
Mhm.
It's so sad. Like, um, daycares have to be closed. You think about it. What if you rely on daycare and your job is still, you still have to go to work? What are you going to do for, you know,
That's
you know,
why
Yeah,
that's why the government is trying to put together some kind of stimulus package. They really
yeah,
are at this moment.
yeah,
this is just going to affect so many people. It's like so sad to me. Like,
It
it's
was so
just
funny because my masseuse, where my masseuse is, they just called. They're like, I don't know if you read the email. I'm like, yep. I figured someone, who comes in extreme close contact with everybody shouldn't be massaging people that may have this plague, you know?
yeah.
So they finally shut down, which was good. But I definitely made sure, like, at least I
Hmm.
went into the late April, hopefully hoping they'd be open, but nobody knows for certain if
Yeah.
that's what's going to happen.
Well, Ginger Locks, for them to shut down my station, um,
That's
the
crazy.
only yeah, I've never seen it happen.
Nope.
I've been in this business since my very early 20s. I have never seen this happen. The only people that they're allowing in are people that do news, and everything else is being voice tracked and sent digitally. That's it.
Wow.
That's the only people that
um
are allowed there.
That's
yeah, on one of the
crazy.
news stations here in Pittsburgh, one of the either a cameraman or something, or one of the newscasters, it might have been even the weatherman, tested positive, and they, you know,
Yep. Yep. Now all of them
now
who've
all of
been in
them
contact with
could
him,
very,
including
likely be
everybody's family,
exposed.
are now in
Yeah,
quarantine. Hmm.
that's how
Yeah.
fast this thing spreads. Like, what the hell?
That's
What the
why
hell?
it's
Like,
so
I wasn't
scary.
freaked out about it, but I'm starting like now to really
Don't
take it
it
seriously.
the exact take it seriously.
I am
Take
taking it
precautions.
seriously.
Wash your hands. Don't panic
Mhm,
over it, because if you're
sideways.
going to get it, you're going to get it, and most likely you'll fight it off for the most
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, because most people don't. I guess most people don't like die for. It's not a death sentence. Let's put it that
Hey,
way.
I survived H1N1. I can survive this. Woohoo!
I
Yeah, I
survived.
never knew you had that until we were on the phone the other day.
I
And
survived.
Vito, I am reading chat, but I think that there's a delay on my end. But yes, I am reading chat.
I can't see the chat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was listening to, I wasn't reading. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It all got blown out of proportion, Ems. I didn't agree with it. I'm sorry. No.
Vito, Vito, it was actually my fault. I was reading very quickly, and I, for some reason, my brain thought that it was your name next to it, but it did get blown out of proportion. You're right, but there's no need for you to apologize. I just wanted to make sure you knew that I was sorry, because obviously you were talking about good things. So I'm glad that you accepted my apology for that. I've never had that happen before, ever. I mod all over the place, and you guys know, like, I I'm kind of a bad mod. I don't time people out.
I am
I
the
don't
worst
really.
mod in the world. I am the
Yeah,
worst
me too.
freaking mod. I mean, if you want a good moderator, don't get me as your moderator because I miss
Hey,
everything.
everybody! Here are two of my moderators.
Yeah, yeah. And I am the worst because I miss things. And then by the time I see it, someone else is taking care of it. But I am the worst. I
Yeah,
would even unmod myself on my own channel because I'm so bad. Like I am.
yeah.
I'm really bad. I don't, very rarely do I even time someone out. I thank God I have like pretty good moderators on here. I usually, at one point, I think I had about 40 moderators on here. I know
I
some people
I need
mod everybody, but
I need to
I
get some of my old mods back because yesterday, I think it was yesterday, someone had said that they were blocked on my channel, and I thought, really, I would never block you. So I went and I looked at my block list again, and it was crazy. It was, I mean, there was people on there that I absolutely adore. So
yeah, don't
I,
be careful who your mods are. That's for sure.
yeah, I
well,
think
that's,
there's just some people that are wrench happy, and
yeah.
I never had that problem in the past with my old wrenches.
Hmm.
So I'm just going to go back to, you know, people that
Hmm.
I know look out for my channel.
For your
Well, I'm
best
a bad,
interest.
I'm just warning you, Lims. I'm like a really bad moderator.
But I
The
don't.
worst
It's
moderator. I wouldn't
okay
even mod
though.
myself on my own channel.
Love, it's okay. My big thing is just I don't like people blocked. And if I'm going to block someone, I'm going to do it myself.
Right. Yeah.
Unless they're an obvious troll. I try really hard not to block
Same.
people.
Well, I went in because
But
I had like over 100 and 150 people blocked, and I just freaking
yeah,
unblocked everybody. I even
yeah,
unblocked trolls because I said, I don't know if they
Oh my
probably won't
God.
come
You
back.
mean like the
So,
5,000 we blocked the other
oh
day?
my God. Oh my God, that day, like, I was like, I had like 5,000 views on here, but it was mostly all trolls coming one after
Delete,
another,
delete.
after another.
Now
Oh my
that's the
God,
only
it's
that's
crazy.
the only time where I would
yeah.
be
It
hidden.
happens. So,
Heidi says, I took a lot of wrenches as well and left the mods that I talk to daily on YouTube and off YouTube daily, and I trust my mods. Yeah. I'm just warning people, just like I'm a really bad moderator. I'm slow. Like I'm slow to react, I guess. I don't know.
you know
Especially if
who a
there's
good
like
mod is?
who.
My best mod that I've ever had is Ash274. And I know people are like,
Oh,
huh? But she is.
I
She doesn't
agree.
block people. And she's so good with a wrench. She's so good and she's fair.
Hmm.
And she doesn't just block people just because she doesn't like them. So, I definitely gave her a wrench back. She's been a wrench on my channel for forever, and I've never had an issue with her
Well,
blocking
here's the
people.
thing.
So
You can, oh, just yeah, that's up to you. You have to do what you have to do on your own channel. You have to make, I'm just warning you that I'm a bad wrench. Like I
oh, you're
I
good.
just, well, I try. Oh, here she is again. Um, hey,
Oops.
hey, Ginger Rocks.
Whoops.
That
Like,
that
how did I
happens
do
to me all the time. It's happened to me on my own channel. So yeah, but
that?
yeah,
Like,
sometimes like people like get upset about who you wrench up on your channel and who you don't wrench
Yeah.
up, and I never knew this before. Like I was on YouTube, but wrenches are very important to certain people. I didn't realize how
Not to
important they
me.
were.
Not to me. I have
No.
No,
always,
not to me either. Like you know,
I try to put wrenches from all sides. So that way, that's what I used to do anyway. And I'm getting back to that. If you have wrenches from all the quote unquote sides, then
right,
people feel comfortable enough because they know they're not immediately going to be blocked, you know?
right.
That's a smart move, actually.
That is a
That's a
smart move. That
that's
is
a
a
pretty
smart
smart move.
to do.
That's what I've always done.
And then you don't have like wrench
Someone bashing.
wars,
Mm-hmm.
wrench wars, and then people accusing you of like being biased or whatever.
Yep,
Um,
absolutely.
I tell my mods just like,
Because it happens all the time. I mean, you guys know.
Mm-hmm.
right. And
If
you
people if
learn,
people if people want to find a problem, the problem will be there. If they're looking for it, there's always a problem.
Yeah, yeah. You think,
Can't
especially
make.
recently.
well, there are some like blatantly like nasty, like that day that I had like that 5,000 views, there was some really nasty names coming in.
Oh my
I
God,
was
that was
like, so it
crazy.
was so hard to like keep up with all these people. But what is
Yeah.
that
What
noise?
are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'm walking. But I'm getting situated, so I won't have any other noise. I apologize. I didn't think
It's
you
that.
guys would be able to
No, it's
hear
so
that.
funny. I'm like, is she moving furniture? What is she doing?
There.
Heidi,
Now I'm sitting, so is it better? I
Yes.
apologize.
Don't apologize. It was funny.
Heidi
Look at.
said, some people take this wrench thing serious. I have never seen anything like it. I've been in chats and people say, my wrench is gone. My wrench is gone.
Yeah.
Wrench me back. To me, if someone unwrenches me, it's because maybe they want someone else to have a turn at being a wrench or whatever. It doesn't really bother me because then I
Right.
can enjoy the chat more. Like I'm not worried about like,
Uh-huh.
you know what I
Yep.
mean? Like,
Yep.
Or maybe they just want to switch it up. Like that's a
yeah,
good thing
exactly.
sometimes to
That's not a bad
switch
thing.
it up.
Yeah. Like
Mhm.
if I'm getting a lot of trolls, I'll wrench more people up in my chat because I just think, more people, it's a lot easier to figure out who's, doing what. Because I'm certainly not good at it. I wouldn't wrench
Neither am I.
myself up on my own channel.
I will say I've gotten pretty good. I just time people out. I really don't hide them unless like it is a troll that is
Right.
that's
Save
extremely
Robbie, my
obviously.
dad used to do that. He says he eat whole garlic cloves, people, good immune health. My dad used to actually do that.
I'd
His
puke.
breath was
I would
horrible.
literally puke.
His breath was horrible.
Oh,
Horrible.
no thanks. I'd rather die
Oh,
than
yeah.
have bad
I
breath.
like garlic and like dishes, but no.
I eat a little bit of garlic and I can't like I used to love garlic, but my body hates it. I swear to God. I like oof.
Yeah.
Right, Heidi. Heidi says, same here. A wrench isn't going to change my view on someone, and I sure am not
That's
going to
right.
beg for a wrench. I'm not going
Yep.
to either. That's not my problem.
Hold on 1 second.
I
But
told you
yeah,
guys, speaking about stinky breath, my breath smells like feet lately because I have stuck my damn foot in my mouth so much lately.
you were
So you
serious.
guys so you guys smell like garlic
Oh
and
my
my breath
God.
smells like feet.
Well, I stuck my foot in my mouth yesterday and a whole live came up about me. And I'm sorry, I just didn't go and watch it because I said, oh God, here I go again saying something
Don't
I
hate
shouldn't
watch.
say.
Yeah.
And, sticking my foot in my mouth. And then people think that I do it on purpose. And I don't. Sometimes I just speak and don't think. And I'm going to try and not stick my foot in my mouth all the time. But
We all do that.
and then
You
Heidi,
know,
and I don't want Heidi to get any
It's
like,
not easy to not stick your foot in your mouth. I'm like, I try really hard on here sometimes. It's like, oh, it's gonna come out. It's gonna no, it's not gonna come out.
I thought I was
Don't
thinking
come
of for a
out.
friend of mine, and Heidi, and I don't want Heidi to get any like flack because she went and defended me last night, and I don't want her to get like bashed or because she defended me. I'd prefer not people to not defend me because I don't want anybody going after someone else. Do you know what I mean? Like that's how it happens
Yeah,
on
but
here.
unfortunately, put it this, and Ems has said this, and I said this. With all this crap going on, and nobody has anything to do, this drama is going to ramp up big time,
Right.
because everyone's going to
Right.
be bored out of the skull. What are we going to do? We're going to create drama.
People take what you say out of context. I mean, it seems like only certain people are allowed to have an opinion on here, and then other people aren't. And then if you do have an opinion, you're bashed for it. Or
can I just say something real quick? And
Sure.
then, because a lot of people use this term, and I just would maybe this might make people understand. So a lot of people go, oh, but I don't agree with 100% everybody says. I don't agree with my mom. So I don't agree with anybody 100%. Anybody
Right.
says. None
No.
of us
Right.
do. So that is the craziest term ever. I don't
Yeah.
I'll even look at my mom sideways, y'all. Or my dad.
Right.
Like, I don't know where that's coming from, but yeah, not everybody's 100% accurate all the time.
Think about it. When you were in school, did you ever have friends, really close friends that had friends that you didn't like?
Oh God, yes.
What it reminds me of on YouTube. It's like, if you talk to them, I'm not talking to you. It's like,
yeah.
come on, we're not in high school anymore. It doesn't really matter who your friends are. If you don't like this person, block them. And, like we did in high school, you just didn't talk to them. So
it can just
But
be cordial.
Carla, that's the thing. People use the word friend loosely. So when we're out in all of these chats, if we're saying hey to people or whatever,
Right.
that doesn't necessarily mean they're our quote unquote friend.
Right.
There's just someone we become very comfortable with on the internet that's not going to attack us.
Yeah. It's
exactly.
And my words are extremely easy to take out of context because you guys know, like, I talk in code a lot. I don't mean to do it, but I talk in code a lot, and I spin in circles, and especially if I'm nervous and you watch one of my streams, it's like you probably leave very confused because I make no sense half the time. Again, especially if I'm nervous. So it's my own fault if my words are taken out of context because I leave it open.
I think sometimes you get self-conscious on here and you want to say something, but it comes out a different way.
You're too paranoid. That's what it is.
Yesterday, I didn't mean to call anybody a certain name or say something, but I tried to get my feelings across about a certain place on here, and it came across wrong. And I'm sorry about that. If I hurt someone's feelings or I made someone mad, it's too late now. I said what I said, and
But at least you said it.
But
see, I'm known for kind of saying it. Like if I have something on my mind, I'll hint to things, and that is even worse. So at least you said it.
But
I said it. I own it. I said it. It's over.
In M's defense, in here, she's going to get shit for just saying this shit on here because that's what people do to her.
Well,
that's what people do.
That's par for the course. Like I've realized that I can't sometimes, even when we're not talking about anything like crazy or we're talking about stupid stuff. Somebody will come back and say, "Oh, Carla, she just wants attention. She's starting this, or she's." Even if I just answer, if I read a comment, they'll say I'm saying something. You know what I mean? Like I'm starting, because sometimes you don't know what you're going to read, and you read a comment and it comes out like, "Oh, she said this." No, I was reading a comment. I didn't mean it wasn't, what I thought, but whatever.
Carla, let me tell you, maybe it was yesterday or the day before. I can't remember which. I was in a chat and I said something along the lines of, you watch in 6 months, when all the truth comes out, then we'll see that I am not the only cause of the problem. Or I said something along those lines.
Right.
People screenshotted that and was sending that to creators as though it meant something totally different. As if I think people thought that I was saying, I was gonna, tell secrets or something. And I thought to myself,
you were going to name names on people.
Right.
I thought to myself, oh my gosh, all I meant was in 6 months. Like the same shit is still going to be going on. And it's like, it's always going on. It's not, people can point fingers all that they want, but there's always some sort of drama going on, and I am not always the cause. That's basically what I meant.
Well, look at the whole Blondie McBlonde thing. I mean, that had nothing to do with you. And then it just seems like something comes up all the time. And if it's not involving me, I am happy.
Yeah, me too.
So happy because, like, I'm just like, but I insert myself sometimes, and that's me. I own that. Like I did
Me
yesterday.
too.
I said something about something I didn't like, and I shouldn't have. And then a live was fired up, and my name was dropped, and I pissed a lot of people off.
Hang on just a second. Hey there, my darling daughter. Are you leaving? Okay, drive safe. How long do you intend on being gone for?
It's crazy that we're all like full-time 24/7 parents again.
I have no idea who this Blondie chick is, and I'm glad.
Love you. Drive safe.
It's just, it was all over. It was all crazy. She talked circles around me. Honestly, I'll say this about her. She was very well spoken, and she talked circles around me. But she's gone now, so I don't want to talk about her because like I'll be accused of drumming up some more drama.
Yeah.
But yeah.
People talk circles around me on the daily. And you know what the funny thing is, in my real life, that's not the case. I mean, I speak normally. I mean, I speak for a living. And on here though, once I get nervous, it's all over with. I can't explain anything properly. And then I'll read the chat and it makes it even worse.
I understand though. I get it. I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, you talk to people on the daily, but when we come in here, whatever the words may be, get twisted and somebody else takes it in a different context and then it's gone and everybody's running with it. And you're like, whoa, how did that just happen? What did I just
Heidi says, my real life friends also think this YouTube stuff is nuts. They have even warned me that people will get really nasty, but they know I can handle myself too. And that I will go hard for my friends. And Heidi did, and I don't want to see her get like,
I go hard for my friends too. I do. And I that's the one thing I will do.
That's a double-edged sword too, because you can go hard for your friends and then you piss off, you still manage to piss people off. So
see, I just try to stick up for my friends by not negatively putting down the person that they might be arguing with, or the people. There's maybe probably more than one. You talk about the person that you know and you got to know, and that's it.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the thing.
I don't go hard enough for my friends. I am totally guilty of that. I feel like when I do, because I am so bad at speaking about things that make me nervous, when I do try to go hard for my friends, I make things so much worse. So to keep peace, I sit there and everybody is right. There's so many times that I just pretended like I don't know what's going on, just to avoid conflict. I try to block it out. And, you guys know the quote now. Oh, she talks about nail polish when people are going crazy on panel. I do. And I do that on purpose.
Trying to stay out of the subject.
It's toxic.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay out of it.
I get it.
But then I put myself into it because on occasion I do get a little ballsy and I'll throw a jab and then, I'm throwing myself right back into it. So I can't have it both ways. I have to either stay the fuck out of it, excuse my language, or I need to be in it and be in it. I can't be wishy-washy. And right now, for the past, month or two, I've been wishy-washy.
Mm-hmm.
I understand though. I'm like you. I'm getting a little bit more ballsy now too. But when I first was on here, I wouldn't say shit if my mouth was full of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like, it's true. I was just scared of everybody. Like, I was scared to piss people off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I really, really, really did. Like,
Carla,
I did not want to piss anybody. I mean, anybody. And I managed to piss everybody on both sides off. Like,
And I
it
don't
was
know,
just like,
Carla, how you do that. Like, I really don't, because I,
no,
you're not an angel, but at the same time, you're not a confrontational person. And people just like to needle at you so much. They do.
That's what
I've seen
Tucker
it.
said. I don't know if you guys know Tucker. I was in his channel and he was
I
like
love
laughing
Tucker.
and he goes to me, he goes, Carla, oh Carla, I don't know what is going on. He says, I don't understand what's going on in your channel, but why do people like to pick on you? And I don't mean pick on me, but you know what I mean? Like, he's like, he just didn't get it because he says he comes in here sometimes and watches, but he doesn't really chat much.
I get it.
Like just shaking his head and saying, what do you do to like piss these people off?
Carla, it's because you're kind and
Mhm.
they know they can come in here and say the meanest things to you, be extremely rude to you, and they know that you're not going to come back at them hard. So it's almost as though, they're bullies a little bit, if let's take someone that will actually give it right back to them twice as hard. Do you notice that those people deal with a lot less bullshit?
Yeah,
Because
but
we teach people how to treat us. And if we allow, let's say someone comes at us hard and we try to be respectful back, like, okay, I'm not going to fight with you. We're trying to be calm about it. They then know that they can treat you extremely badly and nothing's going to happen. That's what I think happens.
like yesterday, someone comes into a chat and they said, they typed up, I'm on whatever side Carla's not. I'm on whatever side Carla's not on, or something like that. Like, in other words, I'm on the opposite. I'm against whatever
I don't care
side.
who it
He
is, but
didn't. I
whoever
don't care
Carla's
who it
with.
is, as long as they're against Carla. I'm on their side, and I'm like,
Aw.
wow,
I'm on your side, Carla.
wow. I know you
And
are.
M's. You guys know that.
And it's just like, why would you even say that? Like,
It's so
attack
bizarre.
me, but like, just like, look, and the whole Chucky thing. It's like, you look like Chucky's mom.
You do not.
Yeah, you know what? I have mirrors. I know what I look like. You know what
You're
I mean?
beautiful.
But I cam up every morning at 7:30. I don't always, do my hair or whatever. And
So what?
but people can like just if they can't think of something to attack you for, it's your looks, it's your weight, it's your whatever
It's
it
your
is.
voice.
It's your
It could
voice.
be anything.
Oh my
everything.
God, Ems. I've heard people attack your voice. It's
Yeah.
she's too sugary sweet. They've attacked
Yeah.
your house. They've attacked your.
God forbid. You're too nice, M's. God.
Yeah, you're too
Who do you
nice.
think you are?
I can't
God.
change the way that I speak. Even when I record, you guys, even when I record for anything on air, I have to change the settings so my voice doesn't sound so, high pitched. And I was born with this voice. I can't change it.
Yeah, how are you supposed to change your voice? It's like changing your hairline, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, they come at me for that too.
That
Like
might
that
be
damn widow's peak.
oh my God, that's right. I forgot all about that. That's
Yeah.
your widow's peak, turtleneck
Yeah.
sweaters, I mean,
Yeah.
whatever they can find to attack you on, it doesn't matter
Which
what.
I don't have to wear the turtlenecks as much because I'm not going to get into it too much, but I had a procedure done and it's at the point now where I can hide things so much better.
Yay, good for you, M's.
Yeah.
So my turtlenecks are, I still can't hide everything, but as long as I wear a shirt that, doesn't come down too far, I don't have to wear a turtleneck. So take that, bitches.
It's because somebody
No.
knows you're self-conscious about something. Once they know you're self-conscious about a certain something, they're going to attack it. That's
Right.
a good way of getting at you.
Oh, and
Yeah.
people even attack. Like, one person said, because I fidget in my chair because my butt gets sore after 2 hours sitting in
Same.
this hard chair. She said, "Oh, she fidgets around like a mental patient." I'm like,
You're going to hear a noise for a
anything
minute.
to
Hang on.
attack me.
Okay.
Anything
Sorry.
that they can find to attack me for, they will attack me. And like, okay, like I had talked about, like, I'm bipolar and I do take medication. So when someone calls you a mental patient, it kind
Oh,
of
It pisses
stings
you
a
off.
little. you
Yeah, it's
know,
like, be careful with your words, just slightly,
but
because
some
God
people
forbid,
just say things just to
if you said this about somebody else, it would be on Diane's channel. That's how much it would get blown out of proportion. You know what I mean? Someone
right.
says it to you, it's okay. But you say it to somebody else, it gets blown up, and then you end up on Diane's channel.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
really
No,
saddens me?
What's
The
that?
weight thing. When I hear people talk about weight, I that really triggers me, because people don't realize that a lot of times, people aren't necessarily overweight because they're lazy or because they overeat, or, for instance, my oldest daughter, she has struggled with her weight forever, since she was born. And it is not due to a bad diet. It is not, definitely not because she's lazy. She's one hell of an athlete, works out every day. But she's not a size 2. And she's beautiful. But I have never heard people go at her for her weight. And I think it's because she's so nice to people that maybe that's why. But I bet you people do make little comments behind her back. And I think of my daughter being a grown-ass adult. What if she comes on YouTube in 10 years and people pick on her for her weight? Just
right.
This
come
is the stuff. Like,
on.
this is why I'm
That
doing
would
this
break
now.
my heart if that was my kid.
I've
I
got
miss
a
OMG.
13-year-old and a 9-year-old daughter, and I want to be able to show them how to maneuver around the bullshit in social media. That's one of the reasons why I do this, for real. Because, I mean, as everybody knows, I'm on disability. I can't work. So I
Yeah.
started my channel and I did it for chronic pain. I didn't want to be in, granted, I am in the drama community as a subscriber, but not necessarily as a creator. So that's okay with me. That's how I choose to run stuff. But a lot of people don't like that about me or whatever. But that's
Yeah.
fine. That's not, and you and I have had to talk about this before. That's not why I'm on here. I've got so much that I deal with on a personal level with problems, and I'm sure everybody else does. That drama is the last place I need to be. And, I fight every day with my pain. I don't need to fight with other people on here over stupid shit that somebody might have gossiped around and got around. I don't
I
have that
agree.
type of time. I don't, and I'm not going to entertain it. And I don't want to entertain it. But,
I agree with you.
Things get said a lot. And
Yeah.
as most people know, I've been a wrench in Marissa's chat for over a year because her and I are friendly. Yes, we've met once. We plan on meeting more. We talk to each other at least once or twice a week, like friends would do. And it's not about YouTube. And it's like I'm an asshole for being that person. No, I'm not. I'm not an asshole for being that person. This person has become my friend. She has proven me, and anybody who I call a friend has proven to me one way or another that I can trust them, for sure.
And we all have different experiences with people.
Different people.
I'm not going to, yeah. For instance, Ginger Locks, I know you on a very personal level, and you are one of the kindest people that I know. I mean, you're a great person.
Thank you.
So I'm not going to judge you based on who you talk to, and you don't judge me based on who I talk to. And
that's exactly the same experience that Ginger Locks' mom and I have. When I was supporting Laura and she was supporting MGL, we supported different creators, but we were friends. And I was a mod in her chat. It didn't make a difference to me who she supported, and it didn't make a difference to her who I supported. We still talk to each other.
That never has bothered me. Never.
No, me neither. I think it's like
I got to figure out how to mute, because I got to go back to my coffee, and you guys are going to hear weird noises again. But I don't know how to mute.
That's okay. We'll yell at you.
Ready? Here goes the door. I had to let my dogs out. So.
Carly, you can mute her, actually.
Rachel, okay. Rude.
So Rachel, actually, we can talk about that. Okay. If you knew how much drama actually goes on and how little that I actually talk about it, you would disagree. You wouldn't have that same opinion. But because you only see, a little tiny bit of it, that's how you have that opinion. There is so much that I don't talk about. So much. I'm sure, Carla, I'm sure Ginger Locks, you can say the same thing.
Yep.
Oh
You
yeah.
guys know how much there really is that goes on.
Yep.
Yep. And that's the thing. Like, I try to steer clear of it, but it seems to come in here a lot. Like, I try to sometimes I try to change a subject, but sometimes things have to be talked about.
I get it.
Bring it up.
It's not always under your control, especially
Right.
if somebody comes in
And
and
if
starts talking about it, then you got to talk about it.
or asking you a question about it, it's like, are you going to be rude and just say, I'm not talking about it? Or
You
are you
should
going to
be
answer it?
able to answer a question and not getting shit about bringing somebody's name off who actually said something about you.
Right.
So, and for me, that was like, yep, not doing that, not going to do that because that's how you get involved, blah, 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 blah. But no, you're
That's
right.
funny.
We
Oh,
shouldn't
Miss
be afraid.
OMG, you were so correct about that. Did you see what she said? I find a huge issue is subs giving creators info that is incomplete, twisted, or wrong. The creator goes off without fact checking themselves. Most are guilty of it. It drives me nuts. And true. I've seen subs go from chat to chat to chat.
Yeah. So
saying,
Rachel says that she has seen me in all of the drama. I've been on here for a year, and the only drama that I've ever been involved in is the MGL stuff that happened, in the spring. The little, the 1 week Georgia dog thing, and then this recent stuff. That's it. Every other bit of drama, like the Blondie stuff, I'm
no,
not
she wasn't
involved in any
involved
of
in the
that.
Blondie stuff. I can attest to that. She had
Nope.
nothing to do with that. She didn't even know
Any
about
of
it.
I would say 90% of the drama I am not involved in. And then that 10% I was involved in because,
you're more dragged into it than not. You know what I mean? You didn't
yeah,
think.
but I definitely made my jabs. I wasn't an angel. I did things that probably made it worse. Absolutely.
But you admit that. You do admit that now. You are like,
Yeah.
I admit that.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yep.
I've inserted myself in some drama. I should just have backed off and said nothing, just shut my mouth. But sometimes, like M says, my breath is like stinky feet because I stick my foot up my mouth. I love that.
Actually, I
I'm
think your
so
breath
gonna use
stinks
that.
because your mouth is full of shit. I think
Yeah,
that's why.
yeah. And before, honestly, I have really been like outgoing since I've been doing this because you kind of have to. You kind of have to roll with the
Yeah.
punches, and it's sad, but
And at what point, Carla, do I have the right to defend myself? Because if, let's say I do one live based on some stuff going on, and then there's, another week's worth of lives that happen with people on panels, and I say nothing, at what point does it then become appropriate for me to be able to stand up for myself as well? That's where.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to just stay quiet about it always?
That's what they want you to do.
That's what they want you to do, but no, and I can't either. It's I'll take it and take it and take it, and then at some point I just I'll just say I'm going live. I'm going to defend myself, and people can like it or lump it.
Well,
and then
even
usually they lump it.
Yeah, Miss OMG. While I see you in here, I know that you and I were able to have a little chat, but I, now that I'm on panel, I just want to tell you, person to person, that I apologize. And again, it's very difficult to put a tone into a text message.
Words,
I didn't.
Right, typed out words.
Yeah, I didn't mean. I wasn't trying to silence anyone. I deeply apologize that that happened. And again, people have watched me mod for a year, and I've never been in that situation before, ever. I've never said something like that. I've never tried to quote unquote silence anyone. I apologize though that did happen that way. So you can only learn from it. I can see how maybe trying to change the subject can be viewed as
trying to
trying to
silence someone.
silence. Yeah, and that was not my intention.
No, me either. And I didn't
We
actually see the whole interaction, but yeah, and sometimes we have to like just that, like I said, we can't stop all the drama. And sometimes it's not in our control. And it's misconstrued screwed and taken the wrong way, like you silencing someone. I don't believe you did that because I know how you are. You barely timed
Yeah,
it out. So
right. I
yeah,
mean,
you had a, as far
I
as I'm
try to be
concerned,
very fair. I'm
you
sorry,
had
go
a
ahead.
right to defend yourself, and that's my stance on that. Like,
It's a natural instinct to want to defend that you know something that's not true. It's a natural
thank you,
instinct,
Rachel.
but so many things on here can be twisted and turned into so many things. That's the only thing. Like this is, and I call this the other dimension for a reason, because things that happen in here would never happen and fly in the real world. That's all.
Right.
It
Right.
wouldn't.
And no, and I think people, it's easy for people to just attack on here. Like, I've never
It
seen anything.
is.
Honestly, I've never seen anything like it. I never saw it on Facebook. I just got Twitter like lately. I don't know if it's the same on Twitter, but it's just, I was never attacked like on Facebook.
Me either, ever. I don't
No,
use Facebook though. My Facebook is I keep it I keep it very locked down. I bet I post maybe once every I bet you in an entire year I posted maybe 2 or 3 times. I don't use it. I keep it because of, out of town family members or whatever, but I don't use it much.
right. I use
I
it
do.
mostly for FaceTiming my daughter and my son. So
Well,
yeah, I like it.
that's how I talk to Miss Murder Australia every day. That's how I talk to Loopy Lisa almost every other day when she's not working. You
I
know,
see you, Vito.
Yeah, I was gonna say Vito wants to
Thank
say,
you, Vito.
hey
tell
Vito.
Ems I'm sorry. She'll understand why in case she isn't reading chat. So
As,
sorry, guys.
as am I, Vito. As am I.
Vito's been like quite sweet in here. He offered people toilet paper, no charge.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
really,
he
seriously,
could
like
be charging like
amazing.
$11 a roll. He could be
Yeah.
if he
Oh,
wanted
I
to.
think so. I think the price gouging thing is real, and
And
people are
it's
gonna take
crazy.
advantage.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
It's so
But
weird that I'm sitting here during the day
I
because
know you're never here. Usually you're getting ready for
no,
work
I
and
know.
and you say, "Oh, gotta go now."
you got to get
Yep.
back to work. Got to go somewhere.
I'm so
Just
glad
nowhere
you
to
guys are on
go.
my panel. I really appreciate you guys coming
No,
up.
I'm glad that you had us. Like I was wondering if you wanted me to talk about like Miss Murder and her symptoms and the things that she
Um,
was having with Corona.
yeah, and I wanted to wish you a happy anniversary because I know, and
Thank
everybody,
you.
please, who just came in and doesn't know, it's Ginger Locks mom. I always want to call you Goldilocks mom.
A lot of
Ginger
people call me more
Locks mom
Ginger Licks. I
wedding
get Ginger
anniversary
Licks.
today. So
I get a
it's
lot of
her,
them.
yeah, it's her wedding anniversary.
14
Oh,
years.
I
14.
have two. I have two wedding anniversaries. No joke. We got married twice,
You, did you
and
really?
only yep, but not for what people think. So we were not going to have a big wedding. I didn't want a big wedding. So we went to the courthouse and we did like a little ceremony. We got married, and my parents had a fit over that. My whole family. They were so unhappy. They thought they, weren't included. They were all very sad. So I had to have another wedding the next year, that summer, to do family stuff. So we celebrate both. We have like the real wedding day, and
That's
then we
fun.
have
Yeah, you're lucky. You
You
get two
get
wedding
two.
anniversaries.
uh it
Oh, Ems, I was watching one of your lives where your husband went into the fridge and he was like all covered up.
yeah,
Like,
of
he was like
course.
all covered up. It was so funny. I was rolling, because that would be my husband. He's like always saying to me, if I go live, don't you dare put me on.
Oh, my
That's
husband
right,
does
don't
not
you
want any
dare.
parts of it. Nope.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yesterday, when I went live on Saturday, he says, well, I'm going for a walk in the woods. And I said, okay,
Yep.
whatever. No, he doesn't
My
want.
husband cannot go on camera because of what he does for a living. It just would be bad.
Right.
You know, and my children, I don't want them on camera.
Right.
This is my little thing. Miss OMG, actually, to comment on your comment, everyone knows that my children ended up finding out about my channel. So I stream when I know that they're not able to watch, and then especially if I act a fool in it, I'll remove it very quickly before they have a chance to watch the replay.
I remember
So,
the day that you were home with the snowstorm and everybody was watching you on a device.
yeah, and everyone bashes me, not bashes me, but everybody questions why I pull videos down, and 99.9% of the time, that's why. I don't want my kids being involved in
Exactly.
YouTube drama,
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame you.
So,
I mean, my kid, I got a ham for a daughter, so she likes to come up and
Oh my
show
God,
her face on camera.
I've seen your kids. They're so
Yeah.
adorable.
Alexa can stay away. She doesn't really care for it. But Grace, she wants to get on camera every chance she can. So
They are so
Yeah.
funny.
there's nothing I can do about that. So it's just who she is. And I'm like, if that's what you want to do, I'm not going to say, no, you can't, because I'm so afraid that somebody's going to use my kid. And that's the thing. And that's where it all comes down. We're all so afraid of what somebody might do.
Right.
yeah,
And that's
yeah,
what's the
scary.
bitch of it. Because people will
Yep.
use anything against you now.
Well, here's the thing I had to do, and I think it was Ginger Lock's mom that told me to do. I was someone was threatening to dox me. So I went to, and that's another thing people do on here is that's the big thing is dox you. I had to go to my local police department and tell them I'm a
Mm-hmm.
live streamer. I felt so stupid. And then I said to the police officer, I said, do you know what doxing is? He said, no. I had to
You got to
explain
be
to him.
kidding me.
I had to explain to him what doxing was and why I was concerned.
Yeah.
Why I was concerned. And I said something about swatting. He knew what swatting was. He just
Mm-hmm.
didn't know what doxing was. And I said, I'm just giving you a heads up in case anything ever happens. If someone, I don't think it will because I'm not that important. But,
Carla,
just in case.
did they give you a case number?
Yes. He gave me a case number.
If anything is to happen, you take that
Right.
information, even if it's not that big, you take that information, you hand it over to the police, just so they have it.
Right. Right.
Carla, it can happen to anybody. It doesn't matter if you are quote unquote that important. Yeah, it can happen to anybody. I did the same thing with my police department, just to be on the safe side.
Yep.
I think anyone that streams should inform their police department of what could happen.
I had the officer come out to my house.
Yep.
And he's like, he knew what everything was. And he's like, believe it or not, you're ahead of the curve by doing this.
Right.
And he was,
and
really
I even
impressed.
changed my phone number because I have a landline. So I changed my phone number because I just changed. I was just freaking out about the whole thing about getting doxed.
I get it.
And it was because I even Googled my husband and my address is right there. Like all you have to do is because he was doxed in my chat. And I said, all you have to do is Google his name and everything comes up,
Yep.
So, but I felt, I'm telling you, I did feel stupid telling him that.
Don't feel stupid. And
I'm a live streamer on YouTube and I have this channel and, I go on every morning and blah, 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 blah.
That's what they're there for, though.
But I would say I kind of felt silly doing it too, but there was a reason why I did it back when I did. And when I did it, like the guy was like, and I was nervous and he could tell, he's like, you're like really nervous about this. Like, I don't call the police every day for something.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, the cop at my house makes my hands a little sweaty and stuff.
Right. And it's like, it's just like I felt stupid saying, well, I live stream every morning. I have this coffee chat thing and I've got so and so many subs and um someone's threatening to dox me and he's like, what's doxing?
That's
What's that?
funny.
And I said,
That's
well,
funny.
that's like when they put your address and your name and everything up there. And he's
Yep.
like, oh, okay. And then
Honest to
I said,
God, with shirts that I've worn and things that I've doxed myself. I've doxed my
really?
own town, of course, because it's been on my shirt
Yeah,
a
I
couple
doxed
times.
myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm an idiot.
Well, see, the thing that got me then, well, I I mailed something to this person, and I've always put my name and address on the back of a package, or on the package, and my husband's name was on this one, and so his name was doxed in my chat.
I can remember, Ems, you had a live chat. This was a long time ago. I'm going to say like back in the fall. And
Mm-hmm.
I was looking, I'm like, oh my God, I think I know where she is. And then I didn't ask you for a while back. I'm like, were you in this place? And you're like, I possibly could have been. I said, the sign was right behind you, just so you know. So I figured that's where you were.
Oh my
You
goodness.
know, and I'll never forget the first time, nobody ever forgets the first time they get doxxed. I was new to YouTube, and I remember it actually happened. I was on Diane's panel, and somebody put my name in the chat, and I remember immediately freaking out. And the next day, myself and my husband we were both doxxed again, full address, and then the very next comment was, we also have her children's name, who would,
Oh
or
Oh,
God.
her children's information, who would like it. um,
Oh my
and the
God.
feeling that gave me, I'll never forget it. And people don't realize that.
You
I
feel
know that I talk
violated.
about this. It's beyond, yeah, yeah.
that's
Now,
scary. That's scary.
now I would handle it much differently, though. Now I would just block and keep moving, because it's happened since, and I don't freak out as much about it. But everything that I do, there's a consequence for it. So if I come on here and I run my mouth and I'm a bitch, or I get caught in YouTube drama, there's always a consequence for it. You never know what that's going to be. Is it going to be a doxing? Is it going to be hopefully never a swatting? Is it going to be, a week's worth of lives? You just never know. And those are the reasons that my husband freaks out so much. I mean,
Right.
I don't know about your guys' spouses, but my husband, especially 2 weeks ago, he was so angry at me that all that shit went on. And I don't want to keep putting myself in that situation, because he watches all of this.
Hi, crazy
And
Nurse Granny.
my spouse hates YouTube. He hates it.
Oh, mine does too.
Yeah.
Mine's really starting to hate it.
Yeah,
And
he's
yet he
like
understands it.
like when I was going through the whole Blondie thing and I was upset, like I brought it, into my real life. And he's like,
Yeah,
is
me
it
too.
worth it? Is it really freaking worth it? Like,
That's what everybody says to me.
Why are you putting yourself through that? And he's like, he accepts it, but he's like,
Mhm.
he doesn't get
It's
it.
mind-boggling
Really
to them.
doesn't get it.
It's mind-boggling. They don't understand why we do it. My
I
husband
know.
understands me because I'm a social butterfly, and
Yeah,
being
yeah.
stuck and normally being stuck in the house, which the way I would consider before. Now I'm really stuck in the house, but before, like, that was my way of connecting with other people, because all my friends
Mhm.
work. All of my friends work, but now they're all
Ye-
home with nothing
And
to do.
I had just moved. That's why I started it. I had just moved. I knew I was alone. I was in a home in a strange area. I knew nobody. Um,
Mhm.
and
I get it.
I found YouTube, and that's
I
how it
get
all
it.
started.
Me too.
But back then, I was home. It was fine if it took up my day. Once I went back to work, it's no longer fine that it takes up your whole day. So
I
I've had to
remember when you were going to
adjust.
be a veterinarian. That's
Yeah, I
how,
was in
that's how, I
school.
think that was when you first started your channel.
Yep.
Very first, you were going to be a veterinarian and maybe open your own clinic. And
Yep, that was
yeah,
always the plan.
yeah.
And
I was
we
jealous of your
moved.
kitchen. I always said,
We
I'm jealous.
moved, and I was still a student and doing YouTube, and then still going to school. And so, some personal stuff happened that I knew I needed to contribute a salary to the household. So it was a hard decision because that's a big decision to go back to work or to finish the program. And we needed the money. So I went back to work and haven't looked back. But maybe,
And then you did some like makeup tutorials, and yeah, I did follow you.
yeah, I love makeup.
Yeah,
I
you
will
and you
always
do look
talk makeup
good.
on here.
If
You
it
sound
wasn't for
good.
this woman, if it wasn't for Ems, I wouldn't have been able to do the makeup of the kids and actually them be happy with it. Never. And
I
it's
know
just
she's
because of
good,
Oh,
some of the things that she taught me. That's all.
right? And I watch it. I'm not
Hmm.
very good
I
at it,
love it.
but I
I
watch it.
love it. I love watching her stuff because I'm
Yeah,
getting
I
better
do too.
every day. I am. I swear I'm getting better every day.
And I love the low key that you really are low key in your channel. And I'm trying to get back to that on here, is being like more low key and just talk about everyday things and not
and
trying to
not the
get away
drama.
from the drama, because
Yeah.
it seemed too much like meanness and um people attacking each other and going after each other. And I just want to try and get away from that. I really do.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be involved in, I don't want to insert myself into it either.
Me
I seem
either.
to I seem to get involved in a lot of it. I really don't. Honestly, I'm telling you guys, I don't mean to. I really don't.
It
There's a
just
lot of,
falls into your lap.
it
Yeah.
does. It
It
does.
does. It does.
It's not something you necessarily, then for me, it's not something I want to happen, but sometimes one thing or another comes out. I'm like, now, how did this happen? I didn't say anything about this person. Why is this
Yep.
person
Hi,
talking about
Morningstar.
me?
I had to block a lot of phone numbers and a lot of emails, even just so people couldn't reach out to me and tell me stories. Because you guys know, if I hear things, sometimes I take people at their word and it freaks me out and I overreact and I think something bad's going to happen. I mean, you guys know me by now. I'm a worrier. I worry. That's me. Um, but as long as I take myself out of that situation where I'm not getting those messages or getting heads up on things, I'm fine.
But
I should have
Mojo,
no issues.
Mojo Queen just said something, and I can't agree with her more. When this place gets too toxic and too horrible, you got to shut it off, and you just got to do something that you enjoy, because it
Yes.
really, it'll push it. It will pull that anxiety right through you. And I'm like, nope,
Yes.
I can't allow it to happen. I can't
Log
allow it to
off, boo
happen.
boo.
Yep.
But the
Log
thing is,
off, boo boo.
sometimes things will trigger me, and I'll feel like I have to go and I have to address this because it just bothers me, and I
I
shouldn't.
know.
And then it starts a snowball effect, and then it's like, oh, look at her. She plays innocent, but she starts shit, and oh my God. Ah.
And it's because you're reacting to what someone said to you, and you're supposed to be the better
Like I
person
said,
by not reacting to the
do not
person.
send me screenshots. Do not send me, do not send me a link to a channel that's talking about me. Don't trigger
I
me.
Yeah.
get that. I get that.
Don't
I
send
try
me
not to be that
because
person for people.
I get a
I
lot of
don't.
Oh, I know.
screenshots,
Of
I
and
course
you
try
you
get a
not
lot
do.
of
to.
screenshots with your name in it, and you see
Yeah,
it,
you
and
don't
then
want
you're
to
like,
see it.
"Ah, no, I don't. I
I don't
seriously don't.
either.
I'd rather be ignorant and not know." You know what I mean? Hi, Dana.
Ignorance is
Yep.
bliss. Is that Dana?
Yeah, Dana, a little bit.
Hi, Dana.
Hi,
But be
Dana.
careful being ignorant because
Right.
even if you're doing it on purpose,
It's
people don't really
bliss.
like that.
It's
Yeah,
bliss. It is bliss.
Exactly.
it
Well,
is.
why didn't she
It
say
is.
something? Why didn't she stick up for that person? Or why didn't
I
she say
know.
something? You can't win. It's a double-edged
I
sword.
know.
It really is.
And it is. It is. And I am at the point where uh, I love the people that are my friends, they know they're my friends, but they
Right.
also know that if I go hard for them, I'm going to make things worse just because of how I communicate when
Mm-hmm.
I get nervous. It is
Yep.
what it is. I will make it worse for them So I am just not, I'm not a good battle buddy. And I've admitted that to anyone that is I'm friends with. If you're looking for a battle buddy, it is not me.
Yeah,
It
Yeah,
is
I'm not
not
that
me.
person.
and I'm bad for that too. It's like certain things trigger me and then I'll go on, but then I'll make it worse for everybody. And then I'm thinking,
Yeah.
well, I should have kept my mouth shut because now it's worse. And they're
Hmm.
like I've triggered someone else and I've made them feel bad and I didn't mean to. And oh my God.
But here's a great thing. Like everybody's really focused though on this COVID-19 to the point where I don't think things are going to get too blown out of proportion because they're too worried about this.
Right. And that's
But then
good.
there's some who aren't. So it's just a matter of what you choose to do with your time. And don't
Yeah.
get me
Yeah.
wrong, I am just as guilty as everybody else in sitting in, some drama
Rachel,
stuff.
you're good, hun. You're good, hun.
But
Sorry.
it's all good. But if I don't watch
Oh
people
no,
who
it's
tear
okay,
down.
Rachel. You're fine. You can stay.
Oh yeah,
I think everybody has a right to their opinion, whether they agree with me or not. That's
exactly.
I
You
I
have a right to your opinion.
I have a right to my opinion. You guys all have a right to your opinion. There's
And it
things that
can
are
be different than mine because we're not meant to always agree with each other. If we did, we'd be
exactly,
boring species.
exactly.
Hmm.
We can all agree to disagree on things. It's just not a big deal.
I
Like,
agree to disagree with my mom, my dad, my sisters. Like, yeah, there's nobody I agree with all the time. Nobody.
right.
That's why I was like,
I have my
I'm
own
making
opinion on things.
coffee. If you hear weird noises, that's why.
it's your Keurig.
Yes.
Yes, I'm just turning it on, so that's what you guys are hearing. I'm going
I
to step
taught
away from
Ginger
it
Locke's
though.
mom
As
how to fix her Keurig.
She
I'm
helped me
so
fix
proud of
mine.
that.
yeah,
Who's not
there's like a
proud of?
weird code that, like with mine, I have to lift the handle like 3 times and then hit like the power button 3 times or whatever, and then it started up again. I never knew that.
So
Well,
weird.
mine is the coffee grounds get stuck in that little thing that the water comes out of.
Yep.
So I use a
Oh, that
paper
too.
clip. I use a
Yep.
paper clip, one thing, take the thing out, rinse it, the thing that the K cup sits in, rinse it out,
Yep.
and then run it through on the smallest thing. And then
Yep.
all the water comes out and all the coffee grinds come out, and then it'll work. And then you put it all back together again, and then it works again. I
Hey,
Googled
travel
that.
blogger.
I Googled that because it was stopping to work. I was going to buy a new machine. My husband was going to buy me a new machine. And I'm like, no, let me Google it.
Yeah. Yep.
It's so freaking easy fix. But
my cousin,
Mine.
my husband wants a pot of coffee now. Like he doesn't want the cup by cup. I want a pot of coffee. Like that's fine. I drink like 2 to 3 cups a day anyway. So I have no problems getting the pot back.
I drink like 5 cups a day. I'm not even joking. I am like a coffee addict at this point. And I
You're
never
up at-
drank coffee until I was like 25 years old. And now I am so addicted to it. So obviously I must be addicted to cigarettes, even though I don't smoke a ton. I must be addicted to them because I have not quit. And I'm addicted to coffee. That's the only addictions I've ever had, but guilty as charged.
you don't smoke a lot, do you? I don't hardly ever
I
smoke.
don't. So I'm so weird about it, Carla. People in my life have no idea. Like my friends and stuff, they don't know I smoke. I don't smoke around them. But I do sneak them. Like right now, my house is empty, and I have, I do them by the halves usually. Like I'll light one, I'll smoke half of it, and then I, butt it out and save the rest for later. But there's some days that I don't smoke at all. I can go a week and not have one, and then all of a sudden I want one again, and I might have 2 or 3 that day. It's so weird. I think it's stress related, to be honest.
I used to smoke like you did. I don't do it anymore, but I used to.
Before I quit for forever, like stopped smoking cigarettes, I was smoking about 3 cigarettes a day. And then finally, I just didn't feel like I would go out and smell people, not smell
Yeah.
people, but you could smell people that smoke a lot, and I'm like, I don't want to smell like that. So I
Yeah.
quit. But I can now, even now, like if I go into a store, I know who's a smoker and who's not because I can smell it right away.
You
Exactly.
wouldn't smell it on me. And that's how I hide it so well, even from my husband, because number one, I don't do it often, but number two, if I do it, I have quite a process to get it off me
What
before
do
I
you
get
do with
home.
your hair? Because I remember it always sticking to my hair. How do you get it not to
You know what
completely stick to the hair?
my sister-in-law does, and she's a nurse. She uses dryer sheets, and she wipes her hair with dryer sheets. She said that takes the smell away. I don't know.
Wow.
That's what she
See,
said.
if you're only smoking though, like, okay, even at my max, let's say 3 throughout the whole day, it doesn't really get into your hair, especially if you use hairspray or whatever. I don't know. My hair never smells like smoke ever. And
That's crazy.
I don't do it inside. So, there's always fresh air when I
My
do
purse
it.
would smell like cigarettes too. My purse, because I would have a couple puffs off a cigarette, and then I would put it back in the package and then put it in my
So do
purse,
I.
and then my purse
Yep.
smelled like cigarettes. So it's
Well,
gross.
if you go
I
back
don't
to
put
the
them in my
late,
purse.
Yeah, I should have.
I hide them like a
Yeah.
champ. Like I
if
have a
you
secret hiding spot.
if you go back to the late 90s, early 2000s, and you went out to the bars and clubs back in those days, I would come home smelling like a big cigarette because you could smoke in
Ugh.
there.
Yeah,
And
when
when
you
Yeah.
because your hair, it'd be in your hair, all over your clothes. And we would if I didn't shower the night before, because maybe I couldn't get in the shower, I would always shower the next day, like first thing, because you would smell it. And then you feel
Yeah.
like, bleh,
yeah.
bleh.
And
Yeah.
When I go
now
to the casino, it makes me want to puke because they can smoke in there and it's so bad. It's so gross.
See, they
bye,
used to do that
Rachel.
to our casino, which is around
You're
here.
welcome to stay, Rachel, if you want.
Please stay, Rachel. What
You're
happened to our
fine.
casino is I think they got a better air ventilation, but it was so bad before. But I think
Mm-hmm.
now you can't smoke in the restaurants and you can only smoke on the floor. And there's not that many people who are smoking. It's not as bad because I just went to go see a band that I used to see play back when I was in college, and they still play. So we went to go see them. And I'm like, man, I feel old. But because I'm like,
Yeah.
they're old too. So this young band who I used to go see is so young anymore. I'm like, wow, I'm so old. But yeah, it's those casinos, if they don't have the right air ventilation, oh, you're walking into like a whole
Hey,
cigarette
Jessica.
smoke, everything. Like it's just all cigarette smoke. I can't do that.
And you know what's funny? When I was dating, that even now, let's say for some reason I got divorced and had to go back on the dating scene.
Oh,
As
Mm.
hypocritical as it sounds, I would never date a smoker ever. I would never.
I know what you mean. I know what you
I
mean.
couldn't do it. I couldn't because most
Mhm.
people smoke, like often, and I could not put myself around that like that.
Yep.
Anna said my parents smoked all over the house, in the car, with all the kids inside. That's how most people were in those days. I
But
agree.
see, but back in those
Hey,
days,
Ben.
the cigarettes were less toxic and had less chemicals and just more
No, Ben.
tobacco than chemicals.
I'm not mad at you, Ben.
Hi,
I'm not
Ben.
mad at you either, Ben. How are you? I don't think anyone is.
No, nobody's mad at you in here. You're fine.
You too, paranoia. Don't worry about it, Ben. It's
I
all
love
good.
you too, Ben. You're
Well,
my
ladies,
buddy. You know that.
I'm gonna hop
Yeah,
off here.
I got
Okay.
to too.
But
Yeah.
I will stay listening if you're staying on, Carla. But thank you for having me. I've
Oh,
never
I
been
thank
able
you
to
guys
come
for
up.
being up. Tomorrow, Carrie's coming up on panel. She's from Scotland, and we're going to have
Awesome.
a chat. She's going to talk about someone that stalked her for a couple years. I think she said 10 years. And
Lovely.
Oh,
the horrible
God.
things that
Jesus.
went on for her and happened to her. So,
Well,
yeah,
Carrie, I'm looking forward to
yeah, I'm looking
I'm looking
forward to
forward to
tomorrow
meeting
too.
you.
Yeah, she's
Okay, I'll see you
Hey
guys
guys,
later.
thank
Everyone in
you
chat,
so
have a
much
great
for
day.
Bye,
yeah.
Ems.
Okay,
Bye, love. Have a good day,
bye.
guys.
Bye. Thanks for
Bye.
coming up.
So funny. I'm sitting here waving and nobody can see me waving.
I know. I'm waving because
Bye.
I'm late.
Nobody can see me.
They can see me. Hi, Doo
Well,
Doo.
I am going to run. I got to go see how this virtual learning stuff is going and see what they're doing and what they're not doing. So
Okay.
make sure they're getting their stuff done. But thanks for having me up, and
Well, thank you for coming up.
thank you for wishing me a happy anniversary. Although it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, I remembered. I got
Thank
kudos for
you.
remembering. So, yeah, it's been kind of a
Yeah,
long live today.
I think we're gonna watch our wedding video tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see your wedding picture. I'm going to go on your community page
Well,
and look at that. But
there's no big community.
I hope you have a great anniversary. I'm
Thank
thinking about
you.
you, and I remembered, so I get kudos for that.
You get plenty of kudos.
And
Thank you,
everybody in the
sweetie.
chat wished you a happy anniversary.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you. All right, I gotta go run. I gotta go make sure kids are doing what they're just supposed to be doing.
Okay, love you.
Bye, Carla. Bye, chat. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Okay, so anybody else want to come up before I call it a day, or nobody wants to? I've been on 3 hours. You guys are probably sick of this ugly face. Hey, Ben. Ben, I'm not mad at you. Nobody's mad at you in here. I'm your OG, remember? I've been going in your chat since last year, so. I was a little disappointed the other day. That's it. I'm not going to even talk about it anymore because I got a lot of people mad at me about talking about it. So, and JoJo, I'm sure JoJo's not mad at you either. So, but if anyone wants to come up, let me know. And if not, I will close it down and let someone else go live and have fun. And I think we had a pretty good chat today. No arguments, no drama, no. We worry about Ben. Don't get mad at him. Oh, I'm not mad at him. I just told him that I wanted him to take my wrench because, things were going on that I don't want to talk about right now, because if I talk about it, there'll be another live about it, and I don't want to talk about it. Oh, thank you, Carrie. So are you, sweetie. So does anybody want to come up or not? Anybody's welcome. We can have a little short chit chat, or Carla, my sister from a different mister. Yeah, JoJo's my sister from a different mister. You know I care about you, Ben. I never get mad at you for long. We got mad. We go back and forth, Ben and I, but we've always maintained our friendship. He knows I love him. Let's see, travel vlogger, Carrie, follow me where my eye is dashing. I don't know. I can't even read that. I'm sorry. Maybe that's Scottish. I don't know. Yes, we are. Anybody want to come up? I'm going once, going twice, gone. I enjoyed having my panel today. Tomorrow, Carrie's going to come up. I think Carrie said she's going to talk about her stalker. She was being stalked for a few years, and she's going to be talking about that and her experiences with a stalker. See, all the OGs always come back because we care and laugh. Yeah, we used to have great fun in Ben's chat when there was only like 5 or 6 people in there. Just because there wasn't a lot of people, Ben always remembered things. Here's the thing about Ben. He always remembers to ask me about my son. He's a sensitive guy. He's a good-hearted guy, and I've seen a lot of goodness in Ben. And I missed him when I had him blocked, and I'm glad we're friends, and I'm glad I'm friends with a lot of people that I haven't turned my back on. So, but you guys, I'm going to log off because Carla is a little tired of sitting in the same spot for, let's see, 3 hours and 14 minutes. But I love you guys. Thank you for coming and spending this 3 hours with me. I know it's probably, you're getting sick of looking at my face, but I just want to say thank you for spending this time with me. Love you too, Ben. And hopefully we'll have a great live tomorrow with Carrie up on panel. She's from Scotland and she's got a story to tell. So you guys all have a great rest of your day, and I love you all. Bye.